LG Peterbilt, West Plains Bank and Trust, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, Goebel's Collision Repair, Miller's Satellite and Home Store, Iron Brand Realty, Par 4 and more, Wilbanks Tire, Habitat for Humanity, MSU West Plains, Car Mart of West Plains. Also brought to you by Butler Heating and Air, Hawkins Home and Lawn, Ozark Independent Living, Cape Electric, SMP Quality Auto Glass, State Farm Insurance Agent Justin Shelby, West Plains Wind Supply, Simmons Bank, Ozark Hills Realty, Don's Auto Service, Shrimp Runner, and brought to you by Edgeler and Harper, Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, Rick's Truck Repair, Bailey Chevrolet and GMC, and Wood Mechanical.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul Knight, and along with me tonight is my good buddy and cohort, Travis Smith. Paul, great to be with you. We're on the road tonight at Bolivar, Missouri. We're here at Plaster Stadium where the West Plains Zizzers will take on the Bolivar Liberators in a Ozark Mountain Conference football game, and it also has some bearing on the district standings because we're both in the same district, so it's kind of an important game. The Zizzers come in 3-2 after a big win last week. Travis, you were there. I was in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and didn't have a chance to make the game, but the Zizzers had a big win against Rogersville, who was undefeated at the time, and the Liberators, they're 2-3, and they've had 2 straight wins, one of them coming against Hillcrest, and I can't remember the other one.
And you know as well as I do, high school football, anything can happen on a Friday.
Well, just like Branson got beat by Parkview.
Yeah, what was up with that? That was crazy.
You know, and Branson thumped us, and we thumped Parkview, and then Parkview gets beat, or Parkview beats Branson. So you don't know.
It's a fun year. And what was great about last week, Paul, I meant the old term offensive juggernaut.
Oh.
West Plains was behind by 2 touchdowns, comes back, scores 29 points in a row to win. I think final score 55-41.
That was the final, 55-41, and offensively they had over 500 yards of offense. They had 260-some passing, 250-some rushing, you know, and that's moving the ball up and down a football field.
One thing Coach Acklin does so well as that offensive coordinator is he takes one play to set up another, and he reads the defense well. And the sad thing with last week, though, of course, we lost Hale and we lost Judd, and I hate to see that. Judd's one of those kids, plays every single down.
Yeah.
Dominic Hale, same thing, so we're going to be without them tonight. So talking to Coach, he said they're going to make some changes, try to add a little bit more speed to the lineup to match up with Bolivar.
And I think we're going to play in the dark because they don't have the stadium lights on yet. And in about 5 minutes, it's going to be pitch dark, and we're going to play football here with no lights.
Interesting.
Apparently. Yeah.
And it's Bolivar's homecoming, Paul. They have a really good crowd out there.
Good crowd on hand. There's a few. I say a few. There's probably 100 or 150 Zizzer fans across the way in the visitors' bleachers. Of course, the Zizzers tonight in their traveling white uniforms, white helmets. The Bolivar Liberators, they're in the blue and gold. Those gold helmets, they kind of set you apart.
They're sharp. You can see them from a long way away.
Speaking of sharp, we'll be back in 3 minutes after this break here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Are you needing to sell your real estate? Seek help today from the professional realtors at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Their agents have decades of combined experience and are experts in all areas of real estate, including commercial real estate, farms, new construction, and of course, residential. So if you are looking to sell, turn to Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty at 1822 Porter Widener Boulevard in West Plains.
Hawkins Home and Lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
It's yard cleanup time. Hi, this is Anna. Time to get busy, and we have just what you need. A full line of power equipment from Husqvarna. Chainsaws, leaf blowers, trimmers, and all the accessories. And of course, Husqvarna, Gravely, and Aaron's mowers. Plus, we service what we sell. Stop in and see us today in our West Plains and Mountain Grove stores.
Helping in your community is a great feeling. Howell County Habitat for Humanity is working on building their 31st home this year. If you would like to be a volunteer, it is easy and quite rewarding. Habitat for Humanity needs volunteers to work on Saturdays. To step up to be a volunteer, call or go by the Habitat Restore at 1109 Porter Wagoner Boulevard. Do it once, and if you have fun, do it again. Howell County Habitat for Humanity, helping families one home at a time.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need, such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair? You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 1098 Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
If you have 10 minutes and online access, you're ready to open a new checking or savings account with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Already a customer? Just log into digital banking and click Add an Account, making the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
We're back here at Bolivar, Missouri, where the Liberators and the Zizzers are both on the field, and the lights are on now, Travis, and you could almost play now.
Yeah, those old vapor lights, they just take a little while to warm up. That was one cool thing, Paul, in the Branson game. You were up in the booth. I was down working in the Kiwanis selling hamburgers, and all of a sudden the lights went out, and I thought we had technical difficulties.
No.
West Plains has upgraded their lighting fixtures. It looks great.
Yeah, they can turn them on, turn them off, turn them on, turn them off, turn them on, turn them off, because they did at homecoming.
They did.
Yeah, it was kind of unusual. But anyway, we got some pretty good football teams on the field. The captains are ready to come out. They're getting ready to come out on the field. And tonight's game, of course, brought to you by our fine sponsors, and we do appreciate your names out there. The list is long of the folks that have helped put this football game on the air. One of them, of course, is Wood Mechanical Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors. They'll take care of any of your heating and cooling needs. Give them a call. The Zizzers 3-2, the Liberators 2-3. Both teams looking for a victory tonight. Of course, next week, Travis, we're back at home with the Poplar Bluff Mules coming to town, followed by Marshfield, and then we go to Carl Junction to wind up the season. This is week 6.
I was thinking about that. How is it a month and a half in the season already? It starts so fast and then goes by so quickly.
Start the last Friday of August, and you go through the last Friday of October. And I'll tell you what, it just goes by in a hurry. Every Friday you just get in the car and go someplace and sit in the stands, or you stand in the booth and look down there and hope you can read these numbers and letters and everything on here.
Well, and normally this time of year, too, we're already in October. It seems like it's getting a little cooler, but we've had these 80-degree weathers for every game we played.
When I pulled into the parking lot, my temperature was 82.
Unbelievable.
And that was at 5:45.
And that's something you have to take in consideration. You got to make sure your athletes are well hydrated and well stretched so you don't cramp up out there.
I was going to say, this time of year, you don't worry so much about cramps as you do injuries. And, of course, the Zizzers lost 2 last week, one of them being Aiden Judd, who suffered a knee and leg injury. And, of course, Dominic Hale suffered an injury as well. So they're missing 2 starters. And, well, like Drew said earlier, when we miss 2 starters, that's 4 positions.
Yes, it is, because those guys play both on offense and defense. Of course, Judd was even on special teams. He did a lot of good things, so that's going to be some big shoes to fill tonight in West Plains.
Captains are in the middle of the field, coaches shaking hands, and the referees are introducing themselves. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Lite plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a one-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
Broken Bow Archery is ready to serve you for this fall's bow hunting season at their new location inside Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains. Stop in today and see our full line of top-tier archery equipment and accessories, expert staff, and services for everyone from first-time to the seasoned hunter. Be ready for the challenge at Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply and Broken Bow Archery.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than up on store.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Train dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Train system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Train system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Train.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, but life got in the way. Kids, work, bills, it felt impossible. Then I discovered Missouri State West Plains has flexible programs that fit my schedule. Now I'm training for a career that gives back with job security for my family. Where do I want to be tomorrow? Helping others and building a future for my kids.
Missouri State West Plains. New beginnings, endless possibilities.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're in Bolivar. We're about ready to go, Travis, as they've got 6 seconds on the time clock. Both teams are ready to go. The Liberators won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so the Zizzers will receive. The Zizzers will be in the white uniforms. They're going to defend the north goal. Liberators will defend the south goal, and we're ready to go with some action. Deep for the West Plains Zizzers. I think that's number 22. I can't tell. Do, and I can't tell who the other one is. It's too far away. Anyway, they'll kick it to do, I'll bet you. Oh, that's Jackson. Jackson Taylor is the other deep receiver. Kick away. It's a low-line drive. They turn the lights out on us, I guess. Screw it. It's into the end zone. I won't be able to see any names because they turned the lights out on me.
We'll try to find a little. Here we go. Drew's got a phone.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
Just sit down and find out.
Just sit down and get closer to the paper.
West Plains, Paul, one thing is I like, we talked about this earlier, is offensively they come out and they give you so many different looks, and Taylor has done an excellent job running the ball thus far this year.
Yeah, I was going to say Jackson Taylor's the tailback. We're going to go with two running backs. Quarterback, of course, number 7. That's Ethan Miller. The others go with 2 wide outs to the right side. One right. Well, now we're going to go 3 and 2 as they split the backfield. Miller's back there by himself. Takes a snap, looks left, throws left. Going to be caught for a gain of about 4, and that's number 22, making the catch. That's Wyatt Dew. And the Zizzer short passing game has worked all year long, and it's not any different this evening.
Yes, it has. Dew just took 3 steps off the line of scrimmage, turned around towards his quarterback, and Miller hit him right there.
Second down and about 6. The ball now at the 24-yard line. Zizzers have the football as we start the football game here at Plaster Stadium. Miller in the backfield. Looks at his wristband. He's got some signals from the sideline. Zizzers go with 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, one receiver to the short side. Now Jackson splits out wide. They're going to throw another quick pass. This is going to be caught by Jackson Taylor, and Taylor crosses the 30. And that should be enough for a first down. The officials are going to move the sticks. I thought I saw a flag, but they don't have a flag. It's out to the 30.5. That's a 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers.
And Jacob Moore did a good job from that wide receiver position out there blocking, just getting that extra 2 yards for us to get the first down.
America's Car Mart of West Plains at 1702 Porter Wagner, another one of the fine Zizzer boosters for the football season. Miller in the backfield. Motion across the formation, inside handoff. Taylor nowhere to go. In fact, he may have lost a half a yard, and they're going to mark him for no gain, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 as he tried to find a place to run up the middle field, and there was nowhere to go.
Bolivar did a really good job getting penetration that time, Paul, and that's one thing that's been a huge positive thing for the Zizzer offense this year is being able to move those big guys off the line of scrimmage. However, Bolivar won that one.
They did win that one. It's now a 2nd down and 10 from the 30.5-yard line. Miller in the backfield by himself. Motion across the formation. Fakes the handoff. Throws it out in the flat. Caught there by Moore. Moore's going to get close to the 40. In fact, Travis, I think he made enough progress to get to the 41-yard line. Nice catch there by Jacob Moore and picked up 10. And that'll be enough for a 1st and 10 for the West Plains at the 41.
We just complimented Moore on how well he blocked. That time he used his hands, put his head down, because he was tackled about 3 yards away from the 1st down marker, just ran over 2 Bolivar Liberators, got the 1st down. 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers from their own 41. We're at 9:44 to go in the first quarter. Zizzers have the ball from the kickoff. Wide receiver to the left side. 2 receivers to the right. Inside handoff to Taylor. Taylor hit at the line, goes forward, still running, still fighting, pushed from behind by all the white jerseys out to the 50-yard line. So a pickup of 9 and brings up a 2nd down and about 1. Yeah, that was a really good run that time. Got the 9 yards on there, and that's what we like to see from West Plains, going out there getting that short yardage situation. So you can do anything on 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 from the 50. They got to get to the 49 for a 1st and 10. And we got to stop at the clock, the official timeout. What do we got here? We got somebody, jersey or something? Number 22, an equipment problem.
That was due, running some
I was going to say, with the lights out, I have no idea because I can't see my roster. Sorry, folks. They turned the lights out. We got nothing to see with, and there's a flag, and that's going to be an illegal procedure because the official did not give the to-go play sign. So the Zizzers started before the ball was supposed to be snapped, and that's going to be an illegal procedure. Mark off 5, and it'll be now 2nd down and 6 instead of 2nd down and 1.
Now you've got a short yardage situation. Like I said, you can run all kinds of plays. Now Zizzers at 2nd and 6, 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Score still tied at 0 apiece.
Ball back at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 6 for the West Plains Zizzers in the white uniforms. Made the trip up here, which is quite a little drive. Took me about 2 hours and 30 minutes to get here, but you got to go through Springfield. 2nd down. Miller in the backfield by himself. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 receivers right. Single setback is Taylor. Jackson puts his head down and gets close to the 1st down. About where they were before. They're going to mark him short by a half a yard, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and a half yard for the West Plains Zizzers from just the other side of the 50-yard line. They are in Bolivar territory.
Taylor's done such a good job, too, of getting yards after hit the line of scrimmage this year.
3rd and 1. I bet he gets it again. Inside handoff. Taylor puts his head down, and he got the yard, but that's about all he got. They're going to actually give him 2. They're going to mark him all the way down to the 47. So that'll be a 1st and 10 for West Plains. So that's 3 first downs in a row for the West Plains Zizzers.
And good block that time by number 50, Carter Cunningham, making a big hole.
So the Zizzers have it in Bolivar territory. We're inside 8:15 to go in the first quarter. And the Zizzers have 3 first downs on this first drive. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 receiver to the left. Manning in motion. Miller calls for the ball. Snap back. He's dropping. He looks left. He throws right. Oh, threw left, excuse me. And a nice catch made out there by, that is Moore, number 13. And the ball was tipped by the outside linebacker, the Bolivar Liberators. And fortunately, Miller was in the right spot, makes the catch, and it's 2nd down and about 3.
That was really fortunate that time for West Plains that they had 2 receivers in the same area. Linebacker came up, smelled it out, but he couldn't intercept it.
2nd down and about 2 for the West Plains Zizzers from the Bolivar 39. Miller in the backfield. Taylor jumps beside him. Inside fake. Miller wants to throw, does throw to the outside. It's caught there by Moore once again. He steps out of bounds at the, where are they going to say, 41-yard line? So that's a pickup of about What would you say, Travis?
Three or four.
Three or four. It's enough for a first down. That's the big thing.
And, boy, Paul, too, one thing, too, Miller has had lots of time to throw that ball tonight. Miller usually gets it away right quick. That time he had plenty of time, found more downfield for the first
Well,
down.
Bolivar's only rushing 3. They're playing 3 and 8. 3 rushers, 8 drops. That's why the short pass is good, and the officials are having a little conversation. And I guess they didn't want us to hear anything.
They said no on that.
We're slamming the door.
Goes over, the referee's talking to the Bolivar coach right now. He wants an explanation. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. I just wish we had light. 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers at the Bolivar 36-yard line. And the officials are still talking to the Bolivar sideline. We're at 7:09 to go in the first quarter. And Bolivar's wanting an explanation for something. And I don't understand why the referee's not the one talking to him.
Over there talking to him.
I was going to say it's the line judge is the one that's making the conversation here. You know, Travis, we're right in the middle of a busy intersection here.
Yes, we are. Top Bolivar, and I love this facility up here, too. And like you said, it's homecoming. They got a great crowd.
They got a good crowd. There's more and more people on the far sideline, too. A lot of red. Speaking of red, don't forget next week is Cancer Awareness Blackout Night. So bring your black shirts and support cancer awareness by the hospital. Inside handoff. Taylor up the middle. Got the way. He was stopped.
Goodness.
He was stopped after a 2-yard gain. All of a sudden he pops out of the crowd and he picks up about 16 all the way down to the 17-yard line where it's another first down for the West Plains Zizzers.
Yards after contact right there for Taylor. He got hit the line of scrimmage and went down about another 12 yards. Good job by Taylor.
And I appreciate them turning the lights on in the booth next door.
Jackson Hunter also in there making some good blocks for the Zizzers.
Yes, Jackson Hunter, he's a player. 1st and 10 from the 17. Reset the formation. Inside handoff. Guess who? Taylor up the middle. Spins. Inside they're going to give him to the 11. So that's a pickup of 6 and brings up 2nd down and about 4. And the Zizzers, Travis, they're just marching the ball down the field. Short pass. Run, short pass. And we got 6 first downs in the first drive.
Yeah, until they can stop the little stuff, no reason to run the big stuff.
2nd down and 4 from the 11. Zizzers have the football. Empty backfield, 3 receivers left. Now they're going to shift back into that strong formation. Taylor in the backfield. They're going to look. They're going to throw. It's going to be caught on the perimeter and it's into the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown. We got a touchdown caught there by number 13. That's Jacob Moore. And the Zizzers go on top 6-0 with 5:43 to go here in quarter number 1.
That time, not only did Moore do a great job running his route, Maupin also did a good job because he took his cornerback into the back of the end zone, made a big lane for Moore to catch the ball and run it in.
So the first touchdown, an 11-yard pass from Miller to Moore.
Cobb's at the kick.
Yeah, looks good for me. Officials agree. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
Remember the first time the kids climbed into your truck? Now they're growing fast, and that old truck just isn't keeping up. At Bailey Chevrolet GMC, we've got the right truck for every season of life. Built strong, safe, and ready for the memories still to come. Together, let's drive a Bailey Chevrolet.
This is John Bailey. I want to personally invite you to come by and see us in beautiful downtown Willow Springs and find your next truck today.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Well, you can see the bottom of it.
It's moving now.
Oh, it is moving.
I think that's with the government.
That's Trump.
Yeah. What?
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
30 for the Liberators. Let me find him. I can see the Hoyt Kreitz takes it out to, where'd they get to? The 30...
About the 28.
28-yard line. Nope, they're going to mark it at the 26, Travis. So it'll be 1st and 10 Liberators from the 26-yard line. And starting quarterback, for the Liberators is number 10, Chapel Banner, who was their quarterback last year as a sophomore.
And credit that Zizzer special teams for getting down there and making the stop.
1st and 10 Liberators. They have the ball with 5:35 to go in the first quarter. They're going to run a shotgun formation, wildcat formation. They're going to give it to their big running back, and he's down the sideline. He's gone. There was a hold there, but no flag, and we're going to go the distance. And for the touchdown is number 0. That is Evan Nichols, and I can't believe there was not a flag thrown on the near sideline in front of the Bolivar bench, because our poor cornerback was tackled. Number 88 was literally tackled by the wide receiver, no flags thrown, and all of a sudden we got a 7-6 ball game with 5:21 to go as number 0, Evan Nicholson, goes, let me see, it'd be 74 yards.
A long way, and very quickly.
Number 42 to attempt the extra point. That's Wyatt Viles, and we got a flag now for illegal procedure. We missed the hold, but who cares? We got football.
Yeah, and
it's Friday night.
Illegal procedure against Bolivar, so that's going to back them back 5 yards, which could make a difference on this extra point. Paul, you talked about how easily West Plains went down on that first series and scored. Bolivar just comes back and answers in one play.
One play. That kid can run.
Yes, he can.
Nichols can run. Kicks up. Looks good to me. And they say it is no good, so I can't see because there's no light. We'll be back. 7-6 our score in a minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Fall is here, and at Don's Auto Service, friendly faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the door. Don's Auto Service makes sure their expert staff gets you the best and most qualified information on your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered and are ready to get your vehicle ready for the upcoming winter months.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We've got 5:21 to go in the first quarter, and the Zizzers lead 7-6 after the Liberators scored on their very first offensive play of the evening. A 74-yard run by their big wide receiver running back. Kickoff is a high one. It's going to go to, I believe that's Wyatt Moore, isn't it? Wyatt Dew. Dew's down the sideline in front of the Bolivar bench, and then he's met by a host of blue jerseys right around the 25-yard line and brought down, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers from the 25.
West Plains ball, last series just went down the field, got about 4 or 5 yards on first down, had a lot of different choices on what to do for second down. See how they come out here and respond after Bolivar scores on their very first play.
Zizzers lead by 1 as the Liberators kicker, number 42, Wyatt Viles, missed the extra point. So the Zizzers have the 1-point lead here in the first quarter. 5:11 to go, first quarter. Zizzers on top. Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. Little confusion. They're pointing at everybody else, and now what do we got? Oh, we don't have enough players. That's what they're pointing at.
Yeah, dude just ran off there, and I was like, oh.
And I can't see the play clock. Oh, there it is. It's at 15, so we got plenty of time. Dew's on the field finally. We've got a full slate. Inside handoff. They fake it. They give it to Jackson Taylor, and Taylor gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. And that time there was no place to go, and he was not able to shake a tackle. There's a no gain, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 25.
And, Paul, you mentioned, too, Bolivar was only rushing 3 guys, so that play should be there all night. But, however, linebackers coming up. And
I was going to say, linebackers are stepping up on the snap. They're filling the holes. Now, they turned the light on me. I don't have a program anymore. Second inside handoff. This time there is a hole. And Taylor up the middle. He's close to the 1st down. He crosses the 35. That should be enough for a 1st and 10. As the Zizzers move the football on the ground, Taylor picks up 10 or 11 and makes it at 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for West Plains.
And number 78, Curtis, went down the field, and he laid that free safety out for Bolivar. Great block by Curtis.
Inside trap play that time for Jackson Taylor. And, folks, I apologize if I don't give some names out there. It's because I can't read them. It's dark in here. It's really dark in here. There's Dew. And Dew, is that Dew?
That's Dew.
Yeah, Dew crosses the 1st down yardage out to the 47, 48-yard line. They're going to mark him all the way down to the 49. So that's a pickup of 13. They're going to put him at the 50. So that's a pickup of 14, and it gives us there's another 1st down.
That's one thing West Plains will do is run up the middle, and then hit outside very quickly.
I was going to say that pass was 1 yard past the line of scrimmage, but it picks up 14 yards. Inside handoff to Taylor. This time he runs into a bunch of blue jerseys, and that time they had 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. They had every gap filled and no gain. In fact, a loss of 1. Back to the 49-yard line, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11 for the West Plains offense.
Yeah, good job by the Bolivar defense. I think the 2nd time tonight they've got somebody behind the line of scrimmage. Also in for the Zizzer, number 15, Liam Gray.
Gray is number 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll try to remember that. Miller in the backfield with Taylor. Inside handoff, fake. They're going to look deep. They're going to throw in the flat instead. Caught there by number 13 for the West Plains Zizzers.
Moore.
That's Joshua Long, isn't it?
I think 13.
Oh, 13 is Jacob Moore. 11's Joshua Long. I got it. I'm going to use a phone. I will have no phone on the way home, I'll just tell you right now.
Use those batteries.
Yeah, batteries will be gone by half. We got a conversation going on with the officials. I don't see a flag anywhere, but the Liberators are standing around like it's a penalty against West Plains because the ball's been marked. Now what do we got here? Got an illegal shift against West Plains. Oh, illegal participation. So that's a loss of down as well as a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. And they're trying to explain to West Plains what was going on, and they're not happy.
I wouldn't be either.
So they're going to mark off the 5 yards against the West Plains Zizzers from the previous spot. And it's also, I think, a loss of down, but they haven't flipped the box yet. It still says 2nd down. So it's 2nd and 15 now for the West Plains Zizzers, and now more conversation with the officials. Fellas, this is game 6. You ought to kind of have an idea what's going on.
Yeah, PK, you said it best. I mean, it should have been loss of down besides losing the yardage.
Yeah, illegal participation is a loss of down, but now we're going to get some more official conversation. Tonight's game, of course, brought to you by our fine sponsors, and I can almost read this one. It is Global's Collision Repair on Old Airport Road in West Plains. Relax. They will take care of whatever you need at Global's Repair. 2nd and 15. They're still 2nd down. Snap back. Roll right. Handoff left, and Jackson Taylor broke a tackle in the backfield and is lucky to get 2, maybe 3 yards as he was hit in the backfield on the inside trap. And now it brings up a 3rd down and 13, and the Zizzers are probably going to be forced to throw the ball downfield a little bit this time with 2:34 to go here in quarter number 1.
It's one of those situations Bolivar put so much pressure on, maybe look for a screen here.
3-man on the line, 5 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Zizzers roll to right. They look down the field. There's a man open. It's going to be caught. Did he get it down? He did not step out of bounds. Nice catch there by number 13, and that's enough for a 1st down. The West Plains Zizzers, number 13, Jacob Moore, picks up 14 yards all the way down to the Bolivar 36, where it's 1st and 10, and that was a nice little roll out to the right side by Miller, and Moore found the open spot, and Miller threw it over the defensive man's head, and Moore made the catch.
Moore doing a good job getting open tonight.
1st and 10 from the 36. Nobody in the backfield. All of a sudden, Taylor's back there. Guess who's got it? Taylor, left side. And I don't keep track of runs, but I guarantee you that's at least 12 that he's had so far. But he picks up 3, brings up 2nd down and 7, and the Zizzers move the ball, Travis.
Yeah, they just keep running that. If you get 3 or 4 yards each time you run that play, it opens up so much things in your playbook.
Playbooks are kind of handy to have.
Yes, they are, but now they've got them on the wrist.
I know. They got them on the wrist, and they can see them because there's light out there. Because there's no light in the press box. 2nd down and 7. Call for the ball. Drops the throw. Pressure comes. Rolls right. He's going to tuck it. No, he's not. He's going to throw it over the middle. Ball's caught by Moore. Moore, he might be in. He's going to, got spun down at the 2-yard line. What a play by Miller and Moore to take it from the 31 all the way down to the 2-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah, Miller was going to run with it, saw an opening, and they looked down the field and said, I've got Moore. I'm not past the line of scrimmage. Threw it to him. Great play.
That was a heads-up play by the quarterback, number 7. Miller. Yeah, I was trying to think. I just can't think.
It's Miller time.
Yeah, Ethan Miller. 1st and goal from the 2. Zizzers go to a full backfield. I bet they don't stay in it very long, and I'm wrong. They're going to take the snap, hand off to Taylor. Guess where he's going? He's going in the end zone. So that's a 2-yard touchdown run with 59 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and the Zizzers have a 13-6 lead.
Great run by Taylor, but also a wonderful job by the wide receivers and the tight end blocking down because he could really got in there, big hole to run through.
So in comes Cobbs, attempt the extra point. Zizzers on top, 13-6, and we've had the ball all but one play here in the first quarter so far.
Amazing.
And they have 6 points on that one play. Cobb, the left footer. New long snapper. I have to check to see who that is. Long snap's good. Kicks up. Looks good to me. It is. They agree, and it is a 14-6 lane. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have been helping people around the farm for over 40 years. You can get the job done and get it done right with the Kubota L-Series line of tractors, like the L2501 all the way to the L4701. See the powerful Kubota L-Series tractors assembled here in the USA at Edgeler and Harper.
Hi, this is Charlene Smith. Remember, we are 2 names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith, and it looks like we had some kind of, obviously it was a major penalty against the Liberators, unsportsmanlike conduct, personal foul against the Liberators, so the Zizzers will have the ball, kick the ball off from the Liberator 45-yard line. And let's see if Cobb puts this in the end zone or if they try something a little bit different and maybe squib one down the field just a little bit.
Yeah, Cobb's got really good leg strength. He kicked a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say, he can get it in the end zone from the 40, let alone from their 45. He comes to the line. It's a line drive, and it's going to be caught at the 1. Coming up the middle of the field, and nice play made by the special teams as there were a bunch of folks around the 11-yard line. So the reception made there by number 30, and I'm going to have to get my phone out and turn this on to see who number 30 is.
Moore's the guy who made the tackle for us.
Yeah, Hoyt Kreis was the receiver, and he gets it out to the 13-yard line where the Liberators have it 1st and 10. And, Travis, let's hope they don't run the same play they did last time they had the football.
Well, and I was also going to say West Plains is doing a better job on special teams. You know, the very first two games, we had returns taken for touchdowns. They're getting down there. People are filling their lanes, doing their job.
1st and 10 for the Liberators from their own 13-yard line. Quarterback in the backfield. He's surrounded by running backs. Motion man towards us formation. Inside handoff to the tailback. That's number 22, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Colt Hill picks up maybe one as he was handed the ball by Chappell Banner. Banner's number 12. Hill is number 22. My phone is still working.
And Cropper made the tackle for West Plains at that linebacker position.
Yeah, I was going to say West Plains plays at 3-5, just like Bolivar started out in a 3-5. Their linebackers step up on both the outside, and the linebackers in the middle take care of things on the rush. Snap back. Inside handoff, they fake. They throw it out to the outside. There's that number. Is that 0? No, it wasn't. I can't remember. Number 1 made the catch. He picks up about 4. Catch there by Lucas Prock. Prock picks up maybe. Well, they're going to say he only picked up 2 as he only got to the 16-yard line. That's where he must have stepped out of bounds, and guess what we got? Another conversation with the officials.
Gavin Marshall, 20, made the stop for the Zizzers.
And we're going to come to the sideline here. What do we got here? We got a hold. Oh, we got a hold against Bolivar. I didn't see the flag.
I don't think they did either.
I don't think. Oh, there it is. It's on the far sideline. It's in front of the Zizzer bench. So they're going to, I assume the Zizzers will take this penalty. That'll be half the distance of the goal from the 13 or 14-yard line. So that should take them back to around the 7, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the be 2nd down and 17 for the Liberators from their own. They're going to park it at the. They're going to put it at the 7.
Way back.
Yeah. Holding against the Liberators. It'll be 2nd down, 8 seconds. This could be the last play of the quarter, depending on the officials. Liberators in the gun. Snap back. Quick pitch fake. Looks down the middle of the field. Throws it to the outside. Wide open receiver. And number 12, that's one of their fine receivers, Evan Mortison, picks up a 1st down on a 2nd down and 17 all the way out to the 26-yard line. And that wasn't the last play of the quarter because there's now 1 second left on the clock.
And, Coach, their quarterback has a good arm, too, and that guy was wide open. There was also a man wide open at the 50. I looked for them to go back to that play again.
I was going to say the guy at the 50 didn't have anybody within 10 yards of him. Of course, the Zizzers have new people in the secondary with the injuries, but you still got to play. In the shotgun, inside handoff to give it to the running back, and he gets nowhere. In fact, maybe he lost a yard, and that's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back. Zizzers lead 14-6 in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
It's rock chip season. Okay, let's be honest. With the roads around here, it's always rock chip season. When you get a rock chip, go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix your rock chip and keep it from spreading and making your windshield look more like a road map. If you need a whole new windshield put in because you waited too long, he does those too. SMP Quality Auto Glass, next to DQ in West Plains. Show us your crack.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're starting the second quarter. Zizzers on top 14-6. This game's brought to you by Buy or Sell Real Estate with Iron Brand Realty of West Plains. You know those folks, Travis.
Good guy. Justin, his whole gang.
Yeah, he's a good old fella. Second down and 10 after a no gain. Bolivar has the ball at their own 26-yard line. Drops back to throw. Crossing pattern. Caught by the man who scored the touchdown. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, so that's a pickup of about 7 and brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Liberators from their own 30. Well, they're going to mark it at the 32. So it's going to be a 3rd down and about 5 as they put the ball at the 32-yard line in front of the Liberators sideline.
Their quarterback very quick to get rid of the ball, like Miller.
He had to that time. There was people in his face. Snap back. Oh, no, they drew the Zizzers offside. How many times have we done that?
Watch that ball.
Watch the ball, not to listen. Anyway, that's going to be offsides, West Plains. That'll give the Liberators a 1st and 10 out to the 37-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Liberators. We're in the second quarter, 11:52 to go in the quarter, and Zizzers have a 14-6 lead.
Defense steps up here.
Kind of have to. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. Motion man across the formation. Quick pitch to the guy who scored the touchdown, and he is wrapped up in the backfield. Nice play made there by number 4 for the West Plains Zizzers, and I have no idea until I get my light. Oh, that's Lawson. Warren Lawson made the play. He came up from that outside linebacker position, made the tackle, a loss of 5. So that brings up 2nd down and 15 from the 32-yard line, and a ball on the far sideline now in front of the Zizzer bench.
Yeah, Lawson's job is make sure nobody gets outside of me, turn the running back.
He did a good job that time.
Yes, he did. Good job by Lawson.
Play clock down to 15. Liberators come to the line of scrimmage. 11:13 to go in the second. 2nd and 15. Snap back. Inside handoff. They give it up the middle, and there's nowhere to run there as the Zizzers were all over the place. Number 73 led the charge. That's Rucker Freeman. And Freeman was in the backfield at about the same time the ball got to the quarterback. No gain. It's 3rd and 15. Look for the pass to the number 0.
Yeah, got to get some pressure on them. My goodness gracious, 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. 3-man front. You got Hunter up there along with, who did I just say? I forgot already. Freeman. And then number 79, that's Allen. So those 3 guys are up front. Pressure comes there. You'll probably see the outside linebacker come from some side. Quarterback calls for the ball. Snap back. Fakes the handoff. Looks left, looks right. Pressure comes. Hunter chasing him. He throws it to the Zizzer bench, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 15 for the Liberators, and that'll force a punt, I bet, as they send in the punting unit. So the clock stopped. 10:14 to go. Zizzers on top 14-6. They're about to get the ball back.
Such a good job by Jackson Hunter over on this other side, playing defensive line, ran the quarterback all the way down, had nowhere to go, and so he just threw it away.
Threw it away into the Zizzer bench. He only had 1 receiver on that side, and he was not open. 4th and 15. Back to punt. Liberators have trouble figuring out how many men they got to have on the field. They got like 8 right now.
Yes, they do. 7. Goodness.
I don't think they got enough out there.
No,
and they're going to take time. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. It's football season again, and that means tailgate season at Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. With a great selection and always the best price, you are sure to score big with more for your trade-in than anywhere else. At Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains.
Together, let's drive to Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains for great service and the best price.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. It's a 4th and 15. The Liberators are going to be forced to punt. They have a strange punting formation. They looks more like a offensive wildcat. High snap. Punt is away. I can't see the ball.
It went about 10 yards.
It did go about 10 yards and bounced forward and going to go out of bounds at the 48. So the Zizzers are going to have it 1st and 10 at the Liberator 48-yard line, and the Zizzers have a 14-6 lead here early in quarter number 2.
And what Paul was talking about, looking like a wildcat, it's like they have 3 people on the line of scrimmage and then 4 other people lined up 20 yards away from the ball. I mean, if we really try to get a good rush, there's a good chance of blocking that punt tonight.
Well, they had 3-foot protectors and 3 men up front, so that's 6. But still, there's lots of holes there.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. 1st and 10 West Plains. They come out with an empty backfield. Miller, I'll bet Jackson comes back there to sit next to him. And I'm incorrect. Miller's going to drop the throw. Steps up. No pressure. He's going to throw, and I think he was over the line of scrimmage. In fact, the Bolivar coach thought he was, but I don't see a flag. And they're going to mark him out of bounds. The catch is made there by number 22. That's due. And the Zizzers have a 1st and 10, which could have been a 2nd and 20, because I thought he was past the line of scrimmage.
He was past the line of scrimmage because he started to take off running. He thought, no, I've got somebody left downfield. But what a great job by the offensive line.
Oh, there was nobody there, and he just stepped up and kept running, and then all of a sudden threw it. And Dew gets it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Pitch to the right side. Taylor, he cuts it up. He's inside the 25 down to about the 21, so that's a pickup of 8. And you talk about a workhorse. Number 24 for the West Plains Zizzers, he carries the football, and he carries it hard every play. He doesn't take one off.
He doesn't, but I will tell you, once they go and watch the film tomorrow, Taylor absolutely knocked his man, Jackson Hunter knocked his man way outside to give Taylor a huge hole.
2nd down and 8, or 2nd down and 2 after a pickup of 8. Zizzers go with wide receivers to the right side, short side of the field. Jackson Taylor in the backfield with Miller. Inside handoff. Guess who? The only guy there. And next time, nowhere to go. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. So instead of a 2nd down and 2, it goes to 3rd and 3. And we're at the 9-minute mark to go here in quarter number 2.
And you got to credit West Plains. I mean, that play to Taylor keeps on working. That's the first time Bolivar's topped it this evening.
3rd and 3 from the 20. They're going to say it's on the 22-yard line. They're going to have to get to the 19 for a 1st and 10. Miller and Jackson in the backfield. And Taylor. Miller and Taylor. Jackson Taylor in the backfield. Snap. Give it to Taylor. And he is inside the 20. This will be close, Travis. They're marking him at the 19, and the officials are holding up their hand, which means he's short by a very little bit.
And West Plains, they're so far down here. I'm at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, they asked for a measurement because the officials said they were short, but the coach on the far sideline said, I want to see how short we are.
It also gives as a coach, players a little time for a breather, time to talk to the quarterback.
Yeah, Miller goes to the sideline as the team crew comes out here. We're at 8:15 to go in the second quarter. Zizzers on top, 14-6. They have the ball at the Liberator 19-yard line, and they say it is just short.
Nope.
And did they mark it a first?
No, he marked the first.
He gave them the first down?
Yes, he
All
did.
right.
Little gift wrapped up here in Bolivar.
A nice spot by the officials there. And it's a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. West Plains with the football and a 8-point lead.
Trying to put more points on the board here.
Points on the board are always good, Travis.
Yes, they are. And we've got a kicker this year, too, so we can kick the field goal.
Yes, Cobb can put it through. He's got a couple of field goals this year. Miller, Taylor in the backfield. Fake. Miller rolls left. No pressure. Looks down the field. Throws it into the end zone. In and out of the hands. Probably would have been out of bounds had he caught it. And his ball was intended there for more.
Yes,
13 more.
And also out there, Paul, was number 2, Maupin.
He was in the back of the end zone.
Those guys do a good job of getting separation from each other. And so the quarterback has a good choice on who to throw the ball to.
Of course, Dominic Hale suffered an injury last week. He is on crutches, not in the ball game. And, of course, he was one of the targets for Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller wears number 7, Ethan Miller.
Good quarterback.
2nd down and 10. The ball at the 19. Zizzers come out with people all over the place. Maupin goes the right side. Zizzers take time as the play clock runs down. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
Local people helping local people. That's what Ozark Independent Living is all about. Ozark Independent Living helps the disabled, the elderly, Medicaid recipients, and disabled veterans remain in their homes independently. Do you know someone who needs help? Contact Ozark Independent Living today in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Can't see. Is that 13 again? It is.
More.
Huh?
I think it was more.
No. Yeah, it's more. 13. Makes the catch for a first down as it's all the way down to the 8-yard line. So the Zizzers have it first and goal from the 8. Zizzers with a quick snap there, and the Zizzers take the 14-6 lead with 7:48 as the ball stepped out of bounds from the 8-yard line. Big play there, Travis.
Huge play. Already up by 8, trying to put 6, 7 more on the board.
Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage, ball on the far hash. Maupin comes wide left, and I mean wide, like way out here. They fake. Throws it out here intended for Moore. Moore's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to be wrapped up. And they found number 13 that time, and there's no gain on that play as they try to run Moore across the formation, throw a little screen pass, and unfortunately, Bolivar was there to make the play.
Yeah, and that play will be there and stuff. Our other guys are out there, receivers, got to get on their man, block down for 2 seconds, and Moore can go in there.
Second down and goal from they're going to mark it still at the 8, so no gain on the play. Miller gets the play. He jogs in with 19 seconds to go on the play clock.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. When you're ahead, that clock goes way too slow. Miller with Taylor. Inside handoff. They fake it. They throw the out pass and wide open. Now, talk about wide open. And it's not like he hadn't caught 17 balls, but Miller to Moore, and we got a touchdown from 8 yards, and the Zizzers have a 20-6 lead.
Moore, what he's doing is he's acting like he's going inside, plants that foot really hard towards the goalpost. Defender goes with him. Both times he scored that touchdown. Then he just goes outside. Good job by Moore. Great.
So an 8-yard touchdown pass, and the Zizzers have a 20-6 lead. Cobb to attempt the extra point. Snap back. And the kick is up. Looks good. They agree. We got a 21-6 game. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
There's nothing better than football. And just like the Zizzers bring power to the field, Cape Electrical Supply brings power to your projects. Whether you're a contractor, business, or DIYer, we've got the electrical supplies you need to hit a home run. From wiring and lighting to tools and expert advice, Cape Electrical Supply is your trusted teammate. Visit us in West Plains or check us out online. Cape Electrical Supply, powering our community, one connection at a time.
Looking for a place to have a private party? Par 4 and More, a country club for all, is your place. Reserve a private room with a private server, get 4 pizzas and drinks for one low price. Play indoor golf, get an armband for the arcade, and whatever else you need for your private party. Students can bring their student ID for 10% off any food. It's all at Par 4 and More, 2 miles past Walmart on the left in West Plains.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're midway through the second quarter. The Zizzers on top 21-6. And set to kick off is Cobb for the West Plains Zizzers. West Plains has scored every time they touch the ball, Travis.
Yes, they have. Good job. I mean, going down, and we were a little scared because Bolivar scored on the very first play. But defensively, we've held them up.
All right, Cobb to kick it away from the 40-yard line. Zizzers lead 21-6. 6:57 to go in the second quarter. Cobb, the left footer, comes to the football. I won't be able to see it because the lights are off. He's going to be fielded at about the 2-yard line. Up the middle they come. And they've got an alley.
Bye-bye.
And he is still running. And he finally is drugged down at the 50-yard line. We were fortunate there that Cobb was able to get a hold of his jersey and hold him up long enough to one of the Zizzers could get there, but it's a 1st and 10. And Travis, the old ghost came back to haunt us there as the Bolivar Liberators went 55 yards on the return, and it's 1st and 10 at the West Plains 46.
So you made a really good point. Cobb was there and made the tackle. Those first 2 times this year kind of didn't want any part of that, but that year or that last play just stepped up and got it done.
1st and 10 at the 46. Liberators shift the formation. Snap back. Pressure comes. Run up the middle. Number 30 for the Liberators. I don't remember his name, but I'm going to turn on my phone and look it up.
I'll say it's Steve.
Nope, it's Hoyt. Hoyt Kreitz.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah, he's the one that ran back the kickoffs.
That's right.
Unfortunately, we have no lights in the press box.
Can't see a thing.
The electric bill is too much in Bolivar.
Private school, too. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't get government funds.
Yeah. Oh, Travis, you're going, oh, my. Oh, shoot. Okay. 2nd and 8. I'm glad I didn't say that. Back to throw. Pressure comes. Throws in the flat. Ball's caught by number 1 for the Liberators. He's drugged down. They're going to mark him a 1st down.
Yes, they are. They'll give him 11 yards on that.
Lucas Prock made the catch, got spun forward, but I didn't think he got close, but the officials marking at the 34-yard line, so that's a 33.5 now. That's 1st down.
Yeah, just down by 15.
Inside 5:50 to go in the 1st quarter. Zizzers on top, 21-6. Liberators inside handoff, and their running game's not done much so far this evening. It's their pass. Well, I shouldn't say that because they ran the flea flicker and scored a touchdown on the very first play. And that was actually a run because it was a double handoff in the backfield.
Yeah, but West Plains doing a good job. That defensive line stepping up, not giving any holes for Bolivar. They just can't give up the big play.
The first 3, the down 3, you're doing a good job of getting some penetration. Allows the linebackers to run around and make the tackle. 2nd down and 10. The ball still at the 34-yard line. Quarterback calls for the ball. Snap back. Going to drop the throw. Pressure comes. Up the middle. He's rolled flushed out of the pocket. Rolls right. Going to throw it away. And he had to throw it away because West Plains was all over the place. Number 62 for the West Plains Zizzers was in the backfield. I don't know who that is.
Well, I tell you, Hunter chasing
down. That's Raiden Wilson.
Good job by Wilson.
Wilson playing that inside linebacker position because you know who's out here.
A lot of people.
Missing a few.
Brother Judd.
Well, I was going to say Mr. Judd normally plays right where number 62 is right now. But anyway, good play there by the inside linebackers for West Plains. They brought a little heat that time, forced the quarterback out of the pocket. 3rd down and 10. The ball at the 34. Snap back. Quarterback. Drop straight back. No pressure this time. Throws it over the middle. Ball's caught by the big wide receiver. That's number 1, and he picks up the 1st down. That's Lucas Prock. He's had 2 catches and 2 first downs on this drive.
Yeah, Prock just found out. Guy went down the field, found an opening in the zone, got that 1st down.
This was only brought 4 that time instead of 6, and he had plenty of time to throw the football. The ball's at the West Plains 21.5. These officials use the half-yard line rather than putting it on the mark.
Giving Bolivar a little extra wide.
Yeah, it's 1st and 10. Snap back, inside handoff, and guess what? Nowhere to go as Hunter is there to make the tackle. And it's I'm going to say a loss of a yard, but they'll probably mark him at the line of scrimmage. And it brings up 2nd down, and they do mark him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
Hunter has done an excellent job tonight getting penetration, disrupting that Bolivar backfield.
Jackson Hunter, number 74, outside outside defensive end in that 3-5 look. And he has played a heck of a season already. 2nd down, and now they make it 2nd and 11. for the Liberators. Inside 4 minutes to go in the half. It is homecoming, but they've already had the ceremony. Snap back. Pressure comes up the middle. Hunter got tackled, throwing to the sideline, and the catch is made there by number 12 for the Liberators, and that's going to be enough for a first down, Travis, as unfortunately Mortensen makes the catch, picks up the yardage, and they're going to mark him out at the 12-yard line, so it's just short of a 1st and 10. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, and
you talked about Hunter, Paul.
He got tackled.
They're leg whipping him is what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, well. Officials can only see so much. I can see a lot more. 3rd and 1. Ziller's in the 3-3 defense this time as the Liberators spread things out, and then they send a man in motion. That's the little procedure. He was running towards the line of scrimmage. Ball thrown in the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. And, why did he do that? But he intercepted it. Interception there by West Plains Zizzers, number 88, which I have no idea. That's Caden Warren. And Warren makes the interception, then runs it out of the end zone all the way to the 3 where he's tackled. But the Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line with 3:32 to go here in quarter number 2.
Warren getting his little starting play out there, got so excited on the interception, thought, I'm going to take it back 100 yards.
I'm going to take it 105 yards.
Good job by Warren on the interception.
He was right under the football. The ball was up for grabs, and Warren went and got it, made the interception, brought it out to the 3, so the Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at the 3-yard line. The play clock has not started yet, as the Zizzers are just now getting to the field. They're going to go to the full backfield. It's goal line time. Miller takes a snap, hands off deep in the eye to Taylor, and guess what? That time he did not make any yards. In fact, he may have lost. They're going to mark him at the 3, so it's no gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 3-yard line, and we're inside 3:20 to go in the first half.
Taylor tried to use the speed and get outside that time, but the defensive end for Bolivar came up and made the stop. Like you said, West Plains now take a lot of time off the clock, try to get your first down or 2 before halftime, run the clock out, or even better, put points on the board.
Ball to 3-yard line. Make it the 3.5-yard line. Quarterback back there by himself is Miller. Now they shift back there. Taylor's back there with him. Inside handoff. Taylor, right side, up the middle. He's got yardage and more. He's across the 15-yard line. A nice run there by number 24. And I've said this once, and I've said it again and again and again. He runs hard every play.
And after he was running hard, all the offensive line came up. Nice scrum, pushing that.
1st and 10 at the 15. We're inside 2:40 to go in the half. Zizzer's kind of in a hurry. Snap back. Miller rolls right, looks right, throws it. No, he doesn't. He's going to run. He's going to run a lot. He's down the sideline, and where are they going to mark him out? They're going to mark him out at the 27. So Miller picks up 11, Travis, and that's another Zizzer first down. Stops the clock with 2:27 to go in the half. And the Zizzers got 2 first downs after having the ball at their own 3-yard line and keeping the Bolivar Liberators out of the end zone.
And great job by Miller. Didn't have anybody open downfield, just tucked the ball and ran with it that time.
The Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to send 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Number 13, you think he's going to look this direction?
Mr. Moore.
He's going to look this direction. In fact, he does look that direction. Moore has it, pitches it back. Taylor, Jackson Taylor makes his break. He's down the sideline, going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down to the Bolivar 36-yard line on the
hook and
ladder. Haven't seen that one in a while.
Love to see that. Moore, Paul called it. Moore was wide open out in the flat, but then Taylor came running around right behind him. Moore pitched to him, got some good yardage.
Good yardage. We're down there in their territory at the 36-yard line. That was a pickup of 50 yards on the play, and the Zizzers have it 1st and 10 inside 2:17. The clock has stopped as he stepped out of bounds. Plenty of time left. In the backfield, new running back, number 4. Miller rolls right, looks down the field, throws it in. It's going to be caught, and I can't see. Oh, guess who? Moore catches it down at the 17-yard line. We might as well just say Miller throws it to Moore.
M&M.
M&M is hamming it up tonight because that's another first down as the ball spotted at the 17-yard line. Clock stops at 2:08 because he stepped out of bounds.
However, Paul, they're letting the clock run.
Well,
I like that.
They started it back up.
There we go.
I thought he was out of bounds, but obviously he wasn't, or they wouldn't have started the clock.
They probably can't.
Dew back in the backfield this time. Miller drops the throw. Nobody coming. Screen pass, Dew, and he's wrapped up immediately. And, what? No flag, but Dew's still down.
Oh, no. And, Paul, that was that we talked earlier about they were getting such good penetration. Probably run that screen play, and if we get one block on there, Dew walks into it.
That's actually a loss of about, they're going to say no gain. We're marking it to 22. 17. It's going to be second down and 10 from the 17. Minute 19 to go in the half. Zizzers still have 2 timeouts. Jackson Taylor back in the game. Taylor drops the throw. Pressure this time. He rolls right. Gets out of the way. He looks. He runs down the sideline. He's going to step out of bounds at the... Where are they going to step out of bounds? He's about the 7.
And, Paul, it looked like he was almost tackled out of bounds, but they said, I guess, momentum took him out.
Well, I was going to say, Travis, how many flags have we seen so far this evening?
That's a good point.
Not very many.
A lot of talking, though.
Third down and a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Clock is stopped with 1:01 to go in the half. Zizzers still have 2 timeouts left. Have the ball at the 7-yard line. They just need a yard for a first down and 7 yards for a touchdown. They go to the full house. Miller in the backfield, in the midst of all 3 of them. Inside handoff, fakes, rolls right, looks to throw, looks to the back of the end zone. Nobody's open. He throws it to, guess who? No, that's Taylor. Jackson Taylor makes the catch at the 4. That's enough for a first down, and the Zizzers have it first and goal from the 4 as nobody was open, and Miller just found Taylor for the first down catch.
And that offensive line, he's given Miller so much time to look and make those reads tonight. Great blocks.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. Full house backfield. Be nice to score just before halftime. Taylor has it, but he's not going to get in as there's a host of blue jerseys wrapping him up at the they wrapped him up about the 3. The Bolivar said they took the ball away, but I think Taylor just kind of let go of it when he heard the whistle.
Yeah, forward momentum.
Ball at the 3-yard line. 34 seconds and counting down. Zizzers in the full house. Miller on his own, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he get a yard, and that's the clock stops with 21 seconds. As the Zizzers take time, we'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Shrimp Runner Seafood is now open in West Plains across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp that's shipped every week. Hey, make things awesome. You can check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn, serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. Wow, it's spectacular. And it's right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check it out.
This is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4. What can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for repair, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on Cell 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Third and goal from the 2. Miller takes the snap, looks right, goes, oh no! And that's going to be 6, going the other direction. 98-yard interception return for the Liberators, and we go from having a touchdown to giving one up with 6 seconds to go in the half, and Miller's got to think, why did I throw that football?
He is. God bless his heart. I mean, he's disappointed in himself right now. It was just a quick pass out in the flat. Cornerback stood up and said, I'm going to take this and go a long, long way.
And he did go a long, long way. In fact, he went 98 yards on the interception return. So the Liberators go from being down maybe 3 touchdowns to being down 1 score, and looks like they're going to go for 2.
They missed the first extra point when they scored a touchdown on the first play, so now they're going to try and get 2 points, make it a 21-14 ball game.
And that number 30, I can't remember his name, but he's their running back and plays outside linebacker.
He's fast.
That's Kreitz. Yeah, they're not going to catch him. Liberators take time. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Win Supply of West Plains is your store. Win Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at winsupplyofwestplains.com. Win Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We just had a major turn of events as the Zizzers had it 3rd and goal from the 2. Pass was intercepted, and number 30, Kreitz, returned it 98 yards for a touchdown for the Liberators. So now the score is currently 21-12, and the Liberators look like they're going to go for 2. They've got their wide receivers to the right side. Quarterback, man in motion. Across the formation. Again, snap back, rolls to the right, looks into the end zone. Pressure comes, and he's going to get away. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to throw it over the middle. And the ball is incomplete, so there's no 2-point conversion. But the Zizzers lose an opportunity to go up 3 touchdowns before halftime with the INT in return, and it's 21-12, and we'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Lite plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a 1-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
Broken Bow Archery is ready to serve you for this fall's bow hunting season at their new location inside Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains. Stop in today and see our full line of top-tier archery equipment and accessories, expert staff, and services for everyone from first time to the seasoned hunter. Be ready for the challenge at Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply and Broken Bow Archery.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We got 6 seconds to go, 21-12 game. Low line drive, kickoff. Bounces at the 25, picked up by Malden. And he's literally thrown to the ground at the 30-yard line, and he's wanting a penalty, but no penalty is going to be called as the Liberators get down to cover the kick. Received there by Maupin, number 2, sophomore wide receiver, forced into action the last couple of weeks because of injuries, but doing a good job.
Yes, he is. And, PK, this is one of those situations where do you try to score right before halftime, or you think, well, we don't want the same thing to happen again, so let's just take an 8?
Well, they're going to come to the line of scrimmage in the shotgun formation. Liberators are playing 5 guys standing around the 50-yard line. West Plains has 1 play, inside handoff to Taylor. Taylor to the right side. Taylor down the right sideline. He's going to be hemmed in and knocked down eventually on the other side of the 50, but that's the last play of the first half. The score, West Plains 21, Bolivar 12. We'll be back in, we got a flag. What do we got? We got a flag. Are they going to take the penalty? Holding. West Plains is declined, so that is a halftime. As I said, 21-12. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on halftime on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Train dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Train system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Train system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Train.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Need new tires, brakes, or a battery? Need routine maintenance? Visit Don's Auto Service at donsautoservice.com. They offer financing that'll get your vehicle back on the road. They offer flexible finance options and double savings on select Goodyear tires when you buy online or utilize the mail-in rebate.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have been helping people around the farm for over 40 years. You can get the job done and get it done right with the Kubota L-Series line of tractors, like the L2501 all the way to the L4701. See the powerful Kubota L-Series tractors assembled here in the USA at Edgeler and Harper.
Hi, this is Charlene Smith. Remember, we are two names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here in Bolivar, Missouri with Travis Smith. Excuse me. The Zizzers lead at halftime 21-12. Unfortunately, it should be 28-6. The Liberators picked off a pass with 6 seconds to go in the half, returned it 98 yards for a touchdown, and got back in the ball game with what could have been a 3-touchdown lead is now just a 8-point lead at half, Travis. And you talk about a turn of events.
Total turn of events. Oh, we've been up by 3 touchdowns, and now we're just up by 1. Bolivar is going to get the ball back to start this second half. So they're right back in the game, Paul.
Oh, back in the game. And like I said, they get the ball to start the second half. West Plains leads, however, 21-12. And that's the important thing is they only look at the clock. They look at the scoreboard and they see who's ahead and who's behind. Right now we're ahead. Bolivar's behind. But it doesn't feel like that to you or I because we know what happened.
It makes it. West Plains should have been up 3 touchdowns, but two big plays. That's why you can't take off any plays in varsity athletics, because they scored. Bolivar scored on the very first play. Oh, that 74-yard.
74-yard run on the very first play they had it.
And then 96 yards on interception return.
2 plays, 2 touchdowns, both over 70-yard runs and interception. And the ball game is 21 to 12. Zizzers lead here at halftime in Bolivar. Next week, of course, we'll be at home for the next 2 weeks as the Poplar Bluff Mules come to town. And don't forget, next Friday night is Cancer Awareness Black Night, Blackout Night. Wear black shirts in support of cancer research, and I think it's sponsored by OMC, if I'm not mistaken, and their hospital affiliation. Quarterback Club. Yes, that's where we get right. Yes.
Quarterback Club's doing a lot of good things for the football program.
Yep. Anyway, next Friday night, home game, 10-10, October 10th. Game starts at 7 and wear black. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
There's nothing better than football. And just like the Zizzers bring power to the field, Cape Electrical Supply brings power to your projects. Whether you're a contractor, business, or DIYer, we've got the electrical supplies you need to hit a home run. From wiring and lighting to tools and expert advice, Cape Electrical Supply is your trusted teammate. Visit us in West Plains or check us out online. Cape Electrical Supply, powering our community, one connection at a time.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need, such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair? You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 1098 Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Shrimp Runner Seafood is now open in West Plains across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp that's shipped every week. Hey, make things awesome. You can check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn, serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. Wow, it's spectacular. And it's right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check it out.
This is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4. What can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for repair, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on Cell 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We still got 12 minutes to go in halftime. And Travis, you talked a little bit about it. You know, we're up by 8, but it doesn't feel like that. After that last play of the half where they go 98 yards on the interception return, and we had no chance of catching the kid. And Zizzers go down by a score, or shouldn't say go down. Their lead goes from a possibility of 28-6 to 21-12 at halftime, and Liberators got to feel good because they're still in the ball game.
Well, and time of possession. I mean, we had the ball almost the entire first half, but Bolivar scores on just 2 plays, and they're right in the game. You cannot let off one single play when you play varsity football.
Well, and like I said, you talk a little bit about it. They get the ball to start the second half, and our special teams have struggled some this year. Well, in fact, the last kickoff, they returned it all the way to our 45-yard line, and we were fortunate that our kicker, Mr. Cobb, made the tackle, or he would have gone 95 yards.
And then after they drove down the field, they had good position. We had Warren make that interception in the end zone.
Yeah, we made a play in the end zone and kept them from getting into the end zone, or kept them from scoring. And we have a chance to go all the way to the other end and score, and gave it up on the interception. And it's a 21-12 ball game. And next week, of course, we'll play host to the Poplar Bluff Mules. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how they're doing, because I don't get scores very often from that side of the state, because, my Ozark Sports Zone is where I get everything on Saturday night after their late show at 11:30, and they don't ever have any of the scores from there, and I'm not smart enough to look them up online.
But one thing we always know about Poplar Bluff from playing them in basketball and track, they're always going to have really good athletes, and so that's in the big plays or what have killed us this year. You get somebody who's got some good speed, go out there and make touchdowns. But West Plains has to concentrate on this game first, come out with the victory tonight.
Well, Drew helped us out a little bit because he knows how to use a phone, and I don't.
Drew.
And Poplar Bluff is currently 0-5, and they're at home tonight against Sykeston. And Sykeston, I think, is pretty decent. So they're going to be 0-6 when we show up there next week.
Well, and some of the teams, though, when you lose to Farmington, Cape Central, those are big schools, so they played some quality football.
Well, they're 5A.
Yes.
So, they're playing in the same division that Branson, and I was trying to think. Branson's 5A along with Republic, Republic's 6A, because they're the number one class, or the number one ranked team in Class 6A is the Republic Tigers, and, of course, they have that, is it Nixa? It's Nixa that's number one in 6A, because they have the kid that's going to the University of Miami that's a monster.
Great, and I loved watching him at the state track meet, Paul. It was crazy, because when he was throwing the shot put, he was almost hitting the back fence back there. His father, I think, was a silver medalist in the Olympics. So
and I think his mother was a medalist in the Olympics as well.
And the thing they say about this kid, too, he's just very grounded. He's not one of those guys that have a big head. It's just one of those once-in-a-lifetime athletes.
Well, once-in-a-lifetime athlete. Speaking of which, we'll be back in 3 minutes after this once-in-a-lifetime report from our sponsors here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Wind Supply of West Plains is your store. Wind Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at windsupplyofwestplains.com. Wind Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
Local people helping local people. That's what Ozark Independent Living is all about. Ozark Independent Living helps the disabled, the elderly, Medicaid recipients, and disabled veterans remain in their homes independently. Do you know someone who needs help? Contact Ozark Independent Living today in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Are you needing to sell your real estate? Seek help today from the professional realtors at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Their agents have decades of combined experience and are experts in all areas of real estate, including commercial real estate, farms, new construction, and of course, residential. So if you are looking to sell, turn to Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
home and lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
It's yard cleanup time. Hi, this is Anna. Time to get busy, and we have just what you need. A full line of power equipment from Husqvarna. Chainsaws, leaf blowers, trimmers, and all the accessories. And of course, Husqvarna, Gravely, and Aaron's mowers. Plus, we service what we sell. Stop in and see us today in our West Plains and Mountain Grove stores.
Helping in your community is a great feeling. Howell County Habitat for Humanity is working on building their 31st home this year. If you would like to be a volunteer, it is easy and quite rewarding. Habitat for Humanity needs volunteers to work on Saturdays. To step up to be a volunteer, call or go by the Habitat Restore at 1109 Porter Wagoner Boulevard. Do it once, and if you have fun, do it again. Howell County Habitat for Humanity, helping families one home at a time.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're still at halftime. In fact, there's still 5:30 to go on the clock in the halftime entertainment section, as we've had introduction to the members of the Bolivar High School Sports Hall of Fame. We've had the band out there. And now we're having another award, which I can't see, but it looks like an individual is getting a plaque from somebody within the school system. But anyway, we've got a football game, folks. It's 21-12. Liberators scored with 6 seconds to go in the half to get back within a touchdown. And now the West Plains Zizzers will have to kick the ball away to the Liberators to start the second half.
And we've got to come out. We've got to establish a good job on defense. West Plains has looked so great tonight offensively. Just one bad play, but it made a difference.
Oh, yeah, it made a big difference. A 98 interception return for points. And it's a 21-12 game here at halftime in Bolivar. Of course, this is a Ozark Mountain Conference game, the second year of the – is it the second year? Second year of the conference with kind of a division of some of the members of the COC and the Ozark Conference now have made their homes in the Ozark Mountain Conference. And it's a very competitive conference within each other because the schools are all 4A, 5A. Well, I guess all 4A except for Branson, who's 5A. Carl Junction's 4A, Hillcrest 4A, Logan Rogersville 4A, Bolivar's 4A, but Marshfield's 4A. But anyway,
it's a nice fit for us.
Yes,
because
it is.
I mean, you go from SCA and you're always playing smaller schools, everybody being up to go against you, and then we go in the Ozark Conference. We're playing 5 and 6A schools all the time.
Yeah.
So we're finally with schools our same size.
Yeah, we're playing schools our size or just a little bit larger than us because I think we're the third largest in the conference as far as high school enrollment's concerned. But it's also back to the travel days. I mean, unfortunately, when you're in West Plains, you're going to go someplace every week. You're going to go an hour, 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours.
Shortest round trip is about 180 miles.
Yeah, round trip.
Round trip, yeah. So it's a long way. It takes a lot of time, but I was really proud tonight how many Zizzer fans showed up across the field. Good crowd by Bolivar. We just got to take care of business here in the second half.
Speaking of taking care of business, you talked about the folks on the far side. There's a lot of red over there. And next week, we're at home against the Mules, who'll be coming to town. The Mules are 0-5, and the Zizzers hopefully will be 4-2 when they play host to the Mules next Friday night at the West Plains Zizzer Stadium. Game time at 7. Of course, Harlan and I will be on the radio. If you can't make it to the game, you can catch the remote, or I shouldn't say remote, but the video on the KKDY website, I think it is, or Ozark Mountain Radio website. Ozark Radio News website, and you can catch that, and you can listen to Travis and I and watch at the same time.
It's fun.
Sometimes we see the same game you do, and sometimes we don't.
We have lots of different options. Just depends on how far the road trip is.
You know, it's kind of funny because when you're on the radio, you're trying to explain what's happening, you know, give them a visual picture, and most of them are they're looking at it as we talk to them.
Yeah, it just made it so much different on how the game is looked at and all that stuff, too. So thank you.
We'll be back in 2 minutes with the second half kickoff here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Light plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a one-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
Broken Bow Archery is ready to serve you for this fall's bow hunting season at their new location inside Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains. Stop in today and see our full line of top-tier archery equipment and accessories, expert staff, and services for everyone from first time to the seasoned hunter. Be ready for the challenge at Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply and Broken Bow Archery.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Trane dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Trane system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Trane system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Trane.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're at the 2:40 minute, 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. We're in the mandatory 3-minute warm-up time, and the West Plains Zizzers have a 21-12 lead here at halftime. And I just got to tell you, we were watching the video right next to us here that Drew is providing for everybody that on the Ozark Radio News Network or website. And you can go there and watch the game, listen to Travis and I as we bring you the game. And, gosh, it's how much it's changed since 1993.
Oh, yeah, thinking about that. You have been involved now. That's 35 years, Paul.
Yeah.
That's great. When you first moved here, they said the thing today on the radio, once a Zizzer, always a Zizzer. And that's the cool thing about being a part here in West Plains. If you've been a Zizzer just 1 year, 40 years, you're part of our tradition.
You're part of the tradition. I mean, there's no other Zizzers in the country.
No.
We're the only Zizzer. We are the Zizzers.
The only one.
The only Zizzers.
And you can always tell if somebody from they're around here or not, because when I used to give out my email, which was Zizzer Coach, blah, 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 the people who weren't from around here would put scissors.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm not a scissor coach.
Well,
I'm a Zizzer coach.
Just like the PA announcer asked us if it was the scissors or the Zizzers. Yeah. We had to explain it was Zizzers.
Many times, every time we go. And we always say Zizzer's a winner.
Both teams on the sideline, and we're about to have the second half kickoff. Bolivar will receive as the Zizzers, they won the toss and deferred to the second half, and they're going to take the football, obviously, being down by 8 as we start the second half. And Travis, like I said, this whole halftime, we've just kind of been sitting here and moping because we went from being up a chance to be up 28-6 to being ahead 21-12 here as we start halftime or the start the second half of tonight's ball game.
Major difference. I'm sure Coach Carnegie and defensive coordinator came out and said, you guys, it's so important on this very first series. Establish yourself like you have been. Don't give up the big play, because even though we're up by 9 points, that's still 2 scores. That's just not much, because they've scored twice in about 13 seconds is how long it took them to score on their play.
I was going to say the first play took about 6 seconds or so. Well, it took longer than that because he had run 74 yards.
Those are very fast kids.
Yeah, and the last play was 98 yards. So it's one of those deals where Liberate, they've had 2 plays for touchdowns, and we've run probably 40 plays, and we've got 3 touchdowns.
And in 2 plays, they had over 160 yards of positive yards, and the other 14, 15 plays, they've hardly got any yardage at all. So you cannot give up the big play.
No, you cannot. Anyway, Liberators will get the ball. Zizzers will kick off from the 40-yard line. We're starting the third quarter here very, very shortly. Cobb getting loose, ready to go.
Cobb this year, too, has had a lot of touchbacks. Good job. He also did a great job on that last kick, making sure the guy didn't return for a touchdown.
Yeah, he made the tackle to save a touchdown on the last kickoff. Let's hope he doesn't have to do that again. Liberators have two back. One of them's number 30. We know that guy. That is the Hoyt Crimes, who went about 98 yards with an interception return just before the end of the first half. Cobb to kick it away. It's a line drive, and it's a bouncer. It takes a Zizzer bounce right to the Liberators at the 10, and he's going to be hit at the 25, brought down there. It's going to be 1st and 10 Liberators at their own 25-yard line, and we're ready to go with the second half. Travis and defense, come out there and let's get a stop.
Well, you got to credit, too, that special teams of West Plains. Watch them go down the field. Everybody stayed in their lanes. Don't let that big hole open up for the big return.
Liberators have the football at their own 26-yard line. West Plains defensively, same people out there right now. And there's a few new jerseys because of injuries by Judd and Hale. Had to step up, and they've done a pretty good job so far.
Long is doing a good job in that cornerback position over here on the left side.
Snap back to Banner. He hands off to the Kreitz, the fullback or the running back, and in the backfield immediately for the West Plains Zizzers. That's number 79, and once again, they've turned the lights out on us, Travis, so we're going to have to use our phone and look up the numbers. That's Peyton Allen.
Good job by Allen.
Oh, we got a little light there.
Hey, that's pretty.
We stole that. Where did we steal that?
That Drew's our IT guy.
IT man.
We call him the It.
It. He's an It man. Oh, I'm not going to go there.
Some people have a fixer. We've got Drew.
We got an It man. Oh, gosh. We have too much fun on the road.
Yes, we do.
On the road. You got to have fun on the road. First or second down and 12. Quarterback in the shotgun. Everybody's in the shotgun anymore. Pitch to the left side. That was a touchdown last time they ran it, and guess what? He only picks up 15 yards on this carry, so that's better than a touchdown. But he gets to the 40-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Liberators at their own 40-yard line.
Just using that great speed to get outside. It's a quick toss, and they tell him run as fast as you can the sideline, then run down. And he did it that time.
I was going to say that number 0. I think that's, yeah, it is. It's Evan Nichols. Has every time he touches the ball, something good happens for the Liberators. But now he's coming to the sideline with an apparent injury to looks like he's holding his arm. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Liberators at their own 39. They're going to mark it. Motion across the formation. Snap back. High snap, but a handoff to the running back. And that poor kid has not had anywhere to go this evening. Is number 30. That's Hoyt Crimes is hitting the backfield, and he loses a yard, and it's going to bring up second down and 11 from the 38-yard line of the Liberators.
You can tell West Plains defense have been watching a lot of film there, Paul, because as soon as the Bolivar got in that formation switch, they knew what play was coming, good penetration.
Second down and 11 from the 38. Liberators in the blue and blue with the gold hats, the Zizzers in the white and white. White shirts, white pants, white helmets. Second down and 11 for the Liberators. Play clock inside 7. Takes a snap. Inside handoff. Once again, that's Kreitz, and he's got nowhere to go as the Zizzers have got that middle closed up, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10, and unfortunately, that means they're going to try to find number 0, with the football, I bet. But he's on the sideline, I'm afraid.
He looks like he's still injured a little bit.
Yeah, he's not on the field. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. They send 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, tight end to the right side as well. Single running back. Quarterback number 12, Banner. Number 10, Bonner, takes a snap, drops the throw, pressure comes, rolls to the right, still pressure, turns it upfield, and he's going to get the first down. No, he's not. I think he stepped out of bounds, Travis. They're going to mark him at the 49. That's going to be just
close.
Short, or depends where they mark him.
Boy, that was the first time that quarterback has shown some wheels. He tried to force a couple passes tonight. This time he just tucks it and runs.
And he's going to be close to first down. I think they're going to bring the chains across the field. They are, to measure for the first down. He stepped out of bounds at the 49, and honestly, Travis, he could have run another couple of yards before anybody was close to him, but he stepped out at the 49-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 4th and inches or a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that's such a difference tonight. West Plains defensively has dominated the line of scrimmage and between the tackles, but Bolivar's using their speed to get outside. I mean, they've got some wheels, and they're taking advantage of that.
Well, they're moving the football on the ground, and it's a 1st and 10 as they mark the ball 1st and 10 at the 49, so the Liberators have it. Still, in the third quarter, we're down to 8-something to go. They've got all 8:59 to go in the third quarter. West Plains leads by 9, 21-12. But the Liberators have the ball at their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10, here to start the second half. Bonner in the shotgun. Kreitz to his left. Takes a snap. Hands off to Kreitz coming to the right. Kreitz cuts upfield. Overturned. Literally did a flip as coming up from the outside was number 30. That's Kreitz, isn't it? No, it's, Cropper made the tackle. A gain of about 4. Now they're going to give him 5. They're going to mark him at the 46 of the Zizzers, so it's a pickup of 5. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for for the Liberators in Zizzer territory.
Also out there with number 23, Roberts, making a good tackle for the Zizzers.
2nd and 5 from the 46. Liberators looked a little confused. Now they set up. Quarterback goes into the slot. Drops the throw. Bonner steps to the outside, throws it away. Number 10, that's not the quarterback.
No,
that's a new guy.
That's the guy we talked about. Remember, they went warming up before the first half started.
Yeah, that's Bonner. Number 10, he's the quarterback. Number 12 is the wide receiver. That is Evan Morrison. He is playing in the slot. Bonner is the junior quarterback. He started last year as a sophomore. And it's a 3rd down and 5 from the Zizzer 46-yard line as he was, once again, Travis, forced out of the pocket.
Okay, 21-12 is the score. West Plains on top by 9.
3rd and 5. Big play here for the Zizzer defense. They're going to be in a press formation. Throw it to the outside. It's going to be almost picked off. Once again, the man with his hands around the football, that's number 13 for the West Plains Zizzers. And, of course, that's Moore. Jacob Moore had his hand on the football. Falls to the ground, and it's going to be 4th and 5, and it looks to me like Travis, the Liberators, are going to go for it here on 4th down. Clock stop, 8:02 to go in the third quarter.
They may as well go for it. They're in Zizzer territory.
4th and 5. Zizzer's in the 3-5 defense. Linebackers walked up to the line of scrimmage. Bolivar looking to try to draw the Zizzers offside. Play clock at 15. Still plenty of time. Bonner, again, calls for the ball. I don't think they're going to snap it. I think they're trying to get the Zizzers to jump, and the Zizzers have figured out that's what they want us to do. So we're going to take it. The Liberators take a delay of game, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they're going to send the punting unit on. So the Zizzer defense did what they needed to, Travis. They held them.
Yes, they did, Paul, and it was good for them to stay still because that first series we had in the first half, West Plains jumped, gave them the ball in that situation. Now they're very disciplined to stay home. Bolivar's going to have to punt.
Bolivar's going to punt the ball away. To do the kicking is the kicker. He does the place kicking and the punting chores as well. That's number 42, Wyatt Viles.
Moore and Taylor set to return for the Zizzers.
Moore kicks away. It's off the side of his foot. It's going to hit and go out of bounds at somewhere around the 33. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for West Plains. Their first time to have the ball here in half number 2.
Hey, and good job by the West Plains guys who are running down because the return guys were saying get away from it. And the one thing with the punt, you've got to be so careful that punt doesn't hit another player.
Yeah, you don't know where it's going to go. When it hits the ground, it could go anywhere.
So if it taps them, West Plains did a good job staying away from it.
1st and 10 from the 33, they say. There's offense on the field.
I'd like to see Maupin get a shot here, Paul.
Ethan Miller in the backfield, and we got a
referee's talking to him, some kind of equipment.
Some kind of an equipment deal.
My goodness. These
Jersey wasn't covering up the play thing. 1st and 10 from the 33. 2 men in the backfield, inside handoff. Taylor, nowhere to go. Got a yard, and then is pushed backwards, and that time the Liberator defense was there to make the play. Picks up 1, brings up 2nd down and 9. We're inside 7:40 to go in the third quarter. Zizzers up 21-12. Hearing from Bolivar at Plaster Stadium, the home of the SBU Bearcats.
Good job by Cunningham, number 50, making some blocks on that last play.
2nd down and 9. Ball at the 34. Liberators come with a blitz. Miller steps up. Got room to run, and he better. And he does. Up the middle he goes, takes the slide, and then there's a pile on, and there's the flag. They're finally... That's an obvious one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I mean, Miller slid down, then he had about 4 guys jump right on top of him.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those.
Big
I think they'd have called that in the NFL, I think.
They got close.
Anyway, that's got to be a unsportsmanlike conduct, roughing penalty, and that's going to add 15 on to a 15-yard gain. So it's a play of 30 when it's all said and done, I think, because the officials are getting together right there.
And the good thing is, Paul, is Miller, he's over the sideline talking to Coach. He's not phased, Sometimes
no.
When you get 3 or 4 guys falling on top of you.
Yeah. So that's a unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't think that's an ejection, but it's a personal foul. That's a 15-yarder. That's going to take the ball down inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 West Plains at the Bolivar 37-yard line, and the Zizzers have the ball with 7:15 to go in the third quarter and a 9-point lead. Snap back, fakes, throws it out in the flat. Guess who? Oh, my.
That was Dew.
That was Dew. I thought it was more, not Cobb. Ethan, I'll get it in a minute more, but it was Dew, and Dew got pounded at the 24-yard line, but pops up, gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down and 6. Clock continues to run because he was tackled in bounds.
And good job by Dew holding on that ball because Paul said it. He was hit hard.
He didn't know the hit was coming until it got there. 3 receivers to the right side. Miller's going to take it. He's going to roll that way. He looks in the flat. Guess who? Dew has it again. This time Dew gets hit at the 20-yard line. So that's another pickup of about 3 or 4. And it brings up a 3rd down and about 3 to go for the West Plains Zizzers from the Bolivar 20-yard line.
Paul, I like it that West Plains is still coming out, throwing the ball, showing they have confidence in Miller. A lot of times after you throw an interception like that, especially pick 6, you
back up a little.
Shaking. Yeah,
you back up a little.
They didn't this time.
Actually, a gain of 5 on the play takes it down to the 19-yard line, so it's 3rd down and about 2. And I think number 24 may get this ball. Taylor. He's in the backfield. They line up in the power formation. Fullback right behind the guard. Inside handoff. Taylor bounces outside. He's got yardage and plus. Taylor headed to the end zone. Taylor has one man to beat. Taylor all the way in. The Zizzers score from 27 yards out on what a run by the senior running back from West Plains as he goes 27 yards and puts the Zizzers back on the scoreboard again.
And, Coach, that was a heck of a run, too, because our receivers actually supposed to make some outside blocks, just kind of watching. So Taylor said, while you guys are watching, I'm going to run to the outside and get another touchdown.
He did a fine job, Jackson Taylor, from 27 yards out. The Zizzers have a 27-12 lead. Cobb in for the extra point. Zizzers having trouble getting lined up for the extra point.
With the analytics, too, I'm not so sure. I don't go for 2 here.
Well,
if you got a 15-point lead.
15-point. Snap back, kicks up. Ooh. That hit the crossbar, but it went through. And the Zizzers have the point after. It's 28-12. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, but life got in the way. Kids, work, bills. It felt impossible. Then I discovered Missouri State West Plains has flexible programs that fit my schedule. Now I'm training for a career that gives back with job security for my family. Where do I want to be tomorrow? Helping others and building a future for my kids.
Missouri State West Plains. New beginnings, endless possibilities. Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're in Bolivar, Missouri, where the Zizzers lead 28-12. And Travis, I just got to thinking, we haven't punted yet.
No, we have not. Knock.
We've either scored or turned it over. Cobb to kick it away. Let's see what he does this time. This time he hits a ground ball. It bounces around, picked up at the 22-yard line by their big running back, number 1. If I remember right, that guy's name is Ethan Polk. It is. Lucas Polk, excuse me. But he takes it only out to the 30-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Liberators at their own 30. They're down by 16, Travis, if my math is right.
16 is correct.
Yeah.
And Warren made a really good tackle on that last kickoff return.
1st and 10 for the Liberators from their own 30-yard line. So their defense has done a really pretty good job tonight.
One play, 2 plays. No, one play.
One play, yeah. Only went 74 yards. Bonner takes a snap, hands off to the running back who has nowhere to go, and then reverses field, actually picks up about 4, and that was all on him because he was hitting the backfield and then changed directions, went the other way, and got 4.
And Crawford was playing that linebacker on the other side over there and did such a good job because he didn't vacate where he was supposed to go, turn the running back inside. That would have been a big thing.
Kevin Marshall, number 20 on the inside, along with number 62. Playing those inside linebackers. That's Wilson, number 62. Outside linebackers, number 13. And that, of course, is, I'll think of it in a minute, Long. And number 30, which is Cropper. Inside handoff, and guess who's there?
Everybody,
led by Jackson Hunter.
Jackson Hunter tonight has played just a dominant game from that left tackle position.
He is everywhere.
If he's not making the tackle, he's certainly putting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, he is making things happen from that. I'll tell you what, the defensive front's done a pretty good job this evening. You know, they got 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. They say 5, but really it's strong safety. But anyway.
73 Freeman in there, too.
Yes. 3rd down, about 8 for the Liberators. Inside 4.5 to go in the quarter. Drops the throw. Bonner runs right into Hunter. Jackson Hunter makes the tackle all the way back to the 15-yard line, and Bolivar's going to be forced to punt this one away with 4:01 to go in the quarter, and the Zizzers have a 28-12 lead.
And Paul, I love that too because Hunter got up and he's like, I finally got him.
He got him.
I've been chasing him down all night and I got him.
I got tackled 3 times chasing him, but this time I got him. Back to punt for the Liberators. Number 42 again. That's their kicker.
Standing at 1.
Viles standing at the 1. Zizzer look like they're going to bring some heat. Guess who it is bringing the heat? Number 74, Hunter. High kick. It's going to take a Zizzer bounce, and it bounced right in.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, my. That almost, I think it hit one of the West Plains players.
I hope not. That looked like an old Tiger Woods shot when he'd hit 20 yards past what the flag is and burned it right back in.
That punt was a net gain of a yard.
11. Oh, yeah, yard, because he was punting from the 1. My bad.
Well, the ball was snapped from the 11.
Yes.
And it's now at the 12. So a 1-yard punt. The Zizzers offense has the ball with 3:22 to go in the quarter, and the ball at the Liberator. I take it back. It's not the 11. It's at the 17. 1st and 10 West Plains. Zizzers in the shotgun, of course. We've not been under center once, I don't think, this game. We have been some this year, but not this game. Miller, inside handoff. Taylor, left side, going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and nowhere to go, and He gets up slow as everybody else does after that play because, he's hurt.
Yeah, and that's not good, too. We have got to, those outside guys who are playing wide receivers have got to come down and crack on those guys because Taylor just run into a whole host of people.
Yeah, and looks like he's grabbing his right hip as he jogs to the sideline, and that's not a good situation. Taylor's out. Into the game will be, it looks like, number 20 for the West Plains Zizzers come in at the back. That's Gavin Marshall. And
Taylor says, Coach, just give me a break for a little while and I'll be okay.
Yeah, the training staff's over there looking at him, as well as about 6 coaches. 2nd down and 10 from the 17. Miller in the backfield by himself. Now he calls for a little help. In the backfield with him now is Warren Lawson. Lawson gets the handoff. Lawson up the middle. Lawson puts his shoulders down and gets down to about the 12-yard line, so that's a pickup of 5, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 5 to go. And I don't know, somebody was doing the bear crawl there, and I don't know what was going on.
Somebody was on my back.
That was Shane Curtis, bear crawling down the field.
I think he had thought somebody was on his back, but yeah, he did a long bear crawl.
He was by himself. 3rd and 5. West Plains at the 12-yard line. They're going to have to get to the 7 for a 1st and 10. Miller in the backfield. Guess back who's in there. And he's got the pitch. He runs right. He's got a little opening. He's down inside the 5. He's down to about the 2-yard line. So it makes a 1st down. And Jackson Taylor, you talk about a workhorse. He carries the ball, and when he does, you're gonna have to stop him because he's not slowing down.
And he is so good about yards after contact, and that right side of the Zizzer defensive offensive line doing such a good job blocking down.
1st and goal from the 2. Zizzers have it on the far hash. Play clock at 1:34. Inside handoff. Guess who? Taylor, Jackson Taylor, and Zizzer said he scored, but the officials say he's short, just short, like 6 inches short. So the next play is going to be a 2nd and goal from the 6-inch line.
Kept trying to move that pile just a little bit more, and they're ready to go right away.
I'll say Bolivar was only played with 10 guys. Taylor's into the end zone from 1 yard out with 1:08 to go in the quarter. Zizzers have 6 on the 38 makes 34. 34 to 12.
Great job. And they just run that play so successfully tonight. Sometimes they trap with the guard coming out and kicking out the defensive end. That time the tackle just blocked down. Taylor reads it so well, went in for the end zone.
Zizzers lead by a score of 34 to 12 with just over a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, and Cobb in to kick the extra point. Kicks away. I think it's good.
Nice kick.
It is. It's a Zizzers 35, Bolivar 12. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Remember the first time the kids climbed into your truck? Now they're growing fast, and that old truck just isn't keeping up. At Bailey Chevrolet GMC, we've got the right truck for every season of life. Built strong, safe, and ready for the memories still to come. Together, let's drive a Bailey Chevrolet.
This is John Bailey. I want to personally invite you to come by and see us in beautiful downtown Willow Springs and find your next truck today.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. Game 6 of the season. Zizzers look to go to 4-2. Bolivar's going to drop to 2-4 unless something turns around in a hurry. And I just jinxed ourselves, Travis.
Yeah, I say that.
What am I talking about? I know better than that. Kickoff is going to be fielded by the Liberators, and guess what? They return it all the way out to the 45-yard line. I should have not said a word.
I was about to say, that's 3 touchdowns. Last weekend, West Plains scored 4 in about 6 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say, okay. So, Paul's done.
Good kick by Cobb, getting it down there and stuff, but we've got to work on that just a little bit as the season progresses. Stay in our lanes. That's the third time tonight West Plains has given up near the 50 or beyond on the kickoff.
Well, I was going to say they're going to start at their own 44-yard line with, let's see how much time left. They got the clock blocked. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Zizzers on top, 35-12. Liberators have the football as we get ready to end quarter number 3. Bonner, the quarterback, calls for the ball, drops the throw, rolls to the right. Pressure comes from the backside. Throws it down the sideline, incomplete, I think, because there's 17 people standing in front of me, and I can't see the field.
Yeah. That's one thing about being in Bolivar. A lot of times you got folks, your press box is a little bit higher. This one's just level with the last row, and
there's a walkway in front of them.
Yeah, and nobody can see because there's no lights.
Yeah. There's no lights in the press box.
It's the Marshfield Mennonite press
box.
Folks,
we're not complaining. We're just expressing an opinion.
Yeah. We're painting a picture.
Second down after the incompletion. Inside handoff to Viles, and they turned off another light. Oh, that was the computer light we had.
That was classic.
Anyway, Viles loses 2 all the way back to the 42-yard line. And, folks, I got to tell you, you understand we have a good time when we do this. We really do have a good time. We enjoy bringing you Zizzer football here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Most definitely, as some of these new players get in there, too, we'll try to call out their names, and if we haven't yet, we'll do it later on.
I was going to say, I think I see number 16 in there. That's linebacker?
No. Yep.
No.
78, Curtis, but he's been in there most of the whole game.
Yeah.
Good job at tackle.
Pressure comes. Quarterback drops. Now he runs down the sideline. Dropped the ball, and who got it? Well, it's picked up by Bonner after a gain of about 3, so that'll bring up a 4th down, and the Liberators going to punt it away.
And we're just talking about Curtis. Curtis actually had a chance to make the sack on the quarterback. He got out, and he ran him down. Good job by the defensive lineman.
I was going to say, that's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Fall is here, and at Don's Auto Service, friendly faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the door. Don's Auto Service makes sure their expert staff gets you the best and most qualified information on your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered and are ready to get your vehicle ready for the upcoming winter months.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have been helping people around the farm for over 40 years. You can get the job done and get it done right with the Kubota L-Series line of tractors, like the L2501 all the way to the L4701. See the powerful Kubota L-Series tractors assembled here in the USA at Edgeler and Harper.
Hi, this is Charlene Smith. Remember, we are 2 names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith. We're starting the fourth quarter with the Zizzers on top, 35-12. The Liberators are going to punt it away, and they're actually in a standard punting formation. This is scary. Snap back.
And we have no returner.
We have no returner, and this is the best kick he's had all day. It hits at the 20 and bounces to the 5 and going to be down at the 7. So the Liberators finally get a kick away and force the Zizzers to take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
His last punt, Paul, he got about
a yard,
and this one almost close to 60.
He got almost 60. That's a pretty good average for a high school punter.
Yes, it is, and you like to see kids, if they have some failure on something, come back, keep trying. What a heck of a punt on that for Bolivar.
And, fellas, I hate to tell you this, but that is not a drone. That is a light on a
Oh, we when the game was starting, of course, it was so dark inside the booth.
Yeah.
We were looking up top, and we thought there was a drone, but it's actually a light.
You can't have a drone over a football field when there's people here. Legally.
Yeah.
Jackson Taylor, left side. He's crossed the 20, out to the 25-yard or 24-yard line. So Taylor continues to run the football, and the Zizzers have a 1st and 10 as we start quarter number 4.
And we're up 35-12. They want to make sure 23-point lead, keep those guys in there. But guys like Taylor, that is not a guy you can afford to get hurt at this point in the season.
Well, he's been off the field once because he got kind of rolled over on, but he came back in 2 plays later. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line for the Zizzers. Inside handoff, this time guess who? Taylor. Jackson Taylor hitting the backfield. Dropped for a yard loss, maybe 2-yard loss. Let's see where they mark it. But it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11. They only called a 1-yard loss on the play. Clock runs inside 11 minutes to go here in the 4th. Zizzers on top, 35-12. Don't forget, next week we'll be at home for blackout night. Black shirts. Everybody, black shirts. And come support the Cancer Foundation thing. 2nd down and 11. Rolls right. Miller's going to throw, maybe. Throws it into the flat. Is it caught?
It was close to caught. I couldn't tell if it was caught.
Laughing
We were just laughing because we said the cancer thing, and I was like, Drew, one thing I like about a guy we're working with tonight, Drew's fighting cancer.
I know.
We're going to help fight you, brother.
He's one of the guys we're working for.
He's our cancer thing. That's Drew's our man.
Drew, of course, is the camera guy. You don't ever hear from Drew except at commercials.
Well, and that's a good thing too about Drew. On that, nothing ever goes wrong with the stuff he does.
Except his lights keep going out on us. I got to keep pushing the button to see. All right, we're 3rd and 11, Travis. Let's get this game over with and let's get home.
All right.
3rd and 11. Zizzers have the ball. Miller drops the throw. It's a quarterback draw. He's up the middle. He's got the 1st down and more, and then he goes backwards, but he still has the 1st down. Makes people miss. Oh, there's not a flag there.
It is. He threw it up.
No, he didn't. I don't think he did, Travis.
There was one in the middle of the field, but Paul's right. I think he came over here, and the guy started to pull him out. I thought he was going to throw him down. He did not.
Well, I was going to say, I think they did throw a flag because the officials have convened in front of the Liberator bench, and everybody's pointing at something. And it got a hold, a face mask. Oh, they called a face mask against West Plains.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so Miller is okay. So when Miller came over here at the sideline, I thought they were going to throw a penalty for hitting him out of bounds. They called Miller on the stiff arm for the face mask.
And now they're going to mark it off against Bolivar. What? No, they're not. They're going to mark
back up. Here we go. You know, you're seeing that more and more. I saw that last weekend, both on the collegiate and pro level.
Put the hand out to
face mask.
Yeah.
If you're going to stiff arm, you got to put on the crown of the helmet. You can't put on the face mask.
And the fire trucks are going by. I didn't know it was that bad. Yeah. Oh, that's a goal.
True. This is a barn
burner.
I love that, baby. Come on.
That's why.
A little high five right there, Drew.
That's why the fire trucks are going by, because we got a barn burner.
I like it.
It's 3rd down and about. Where are they going to put the ball? They finally got it marked at the. They got it marked at the 25. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 8 for the West Plains Zizzers. Clock stop, 10:33 to go in the quarter, 4th quarter that is, and the Zizzers have a 35-12 lead.
Keep that clock rolling.
Miller, quarterback draw maybe? He's going to look to throw. Pressure comes, he looks down the field, got a man open, and he dropped it. And we're not going to talk about it, but it was wide open. He wanted to run before the ball got there, and now it's 4th down. And the Zizzers, well, I cursed them. I said we hadn't punted all night long, so next series we punted away.
And, Paul, you said that too. I always want to stay positive, but I can tell you, watching some of these receivers and stuff, you've got to go out and you got to run your routes on every single play. There were 2 guys that time could have had the chance, but just kind of took it out there halfway.
4th down and 8 for the Zizzers. The ball at the 25-yard line, 10:26 to go in the ball game. Now the Zizzers spread things out punt-wise. And we got a new long snapper, and it's a high one, but Cropper makes the catch. puts it away. It's going to hit at the 50, and it takes a Zizzer bounce inside or right at the 40-yard line. So the Liberators will have it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And good job by Cropper. Got a lot of height underneath that kick. Let those guys run down, get under it, and make a good tackle. And, West Plains, too, 10 minutes left to go. We're up by 23 points. Just got to make sure to not give up the big play. That's been the one Achilles heel of West Plains tonight, is just letting Bolivar score on 2 big plays.
1st and 10 for the Liberators from their own 40. They trail by a score of 35-12. We still have 10:15 to go in the ball game. I don't think the clock has run since the start of the 4th quarter. Snap back. Inside handoff. Fake it. Throw it on the outside. Reception there by the wide receiver. And that's caught there by number 1, and I forgot his name already.
Number 30 for us, Cropper came up and made the tackle.
Cropper makes the tackle. The reception there by Lucas Polk. And it's enough for a 1st down all the way to the West Plains 48-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Liberators from the West Plains 48. Bonner in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks left, throws left. Man's in the open again. Bonner again. This time he's down to the 40-yard line. So that's a pickup of about 8. And it brings up 2nd down and 2. And the clock continues to run, however, as we're at 9:53 to go in the ball game.
Lawson came up and held Cropper on that last tackle. Don't give up the big play.
Second and 2, Travis. Bonner in the shotgun. We got receivers all over the place and one running back. That's, what's his name? Kreitz. And Kreitz had the ball and then taken away by the quarterback, and Bonner cuts it upfield, picks up about 6. And that's another 1st down for the Liberators at the West Plains 34-yard line.
Hunter just keeps running down those big heavies for West Plains, doing such a good job tonight.
Those front 3 have done a pretty good job, and there's not been a lot of – normally they substitute every 3 or 4 plays.
Yes.
Tonight they haven't been, and it may be because they only play 3 or 4 plays, and then the Liberators have to punt the ball away or turn it over. Bonner drops the throw. Pressure comes. Chased down by Hunter, who's tackled in the backfield. And then there's more pressure on the outside, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds after the reception is made downfield. And looked to me like that could have been a late hit, but no flag, as the completion is made down to the 30-yard line, so it's a pickup of about 5.
Wilson with a good job on the quarterback pressure on that last play.
Now we got a flag. And they did throw a flag over there on the far sideline.
Mm-hmm. Here they go. So they're going to, he's at the 20-15, keeps marching down the field, Pole.
Yeah, that's a
14-yard line.
Personal foul,
15.
Late hit. I thought it was a late hit. He was had gotten rid of the football, and then all of a sudden he's on the ground. So it's 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Liberators. Bonner in the shotgun. Looks around, takes a snap, hand off to Vines, and the Zizzer defensive line says, you're not going anywhere. You haven't all night long, and we're not going to start now. There's a loss of at least 3. In fact, they're going to say it's a loss of 4 all the way back to the 19-yard line, where it's 2nd down and 10 from the 19, or second down and 14 from the 19.
Once again, that's Wilson, and they're helping Hunter make the tackle.
Zizzer defense is doing a super job tonight against the run. Struggle a little bit once in a while against the pass, but you have not run the ball against West Plains. They're going to try again. No, they're going to drop the throw, and ball intended in the end zone, and it's going to be knocked away there by number 11 for the West Plains Zizzers. That's Joshua Long. Joshua's playing with a cast on his left hand. That's why he didn't play wide receiver anymore.
That's exactly right, but he can knock them down.
He can knock them down, but he just has trouble catching it with that one hand. He's got the cast on the right hand. I think he a wrist or a hand problem because the cast covers up most of his arm up to the elbow. Zizzer defense going to bring some heat. Bonner, inside handoff to Vines. He's got a little bit of a hole as he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's the biggest run of the night for the Liberators, as he picked up about 10 yards and brings up a fourth down. It is. They got to make fourth down and about 7. Now make it 6.
Yeah, that was first time Vines if they've run inside or tried to run up the middle and got more than 2 yards.
Yeah. Clock at 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Liberators have it at the Zizzer 10. They've got to get close to the 4 for a first down. They come to the line of scrimmage. They spread out. Bonner takes the snap, rolls left. Pressure comes from that direction. He looks, he plants, he runs back to the right. There's nobody over there. He's going to throw it into the corner, and he throws it over the head of the intended receiver. Incomplete, and the Zizzers take over on downs at their own 10-yard line, and the defense holds, and the Zizzers get the ball back.
Yes, they do. And, Paul, he was just determined to throw that ball in some way, shape, or form, because when you said that about him coming back, he had a lot of green space open on that wide side, turned around and threw it. But good job by the Zizzers to make the stop.
I was going to say, if he'd kept running to the right, he could have got maybe to the end zone, because there was nobody on the right side. And the Zizzer defense stops the play, and it's 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Starting unit still out there. Miller takes the snap. Guess who got the handoff? Oh, Jackson. Taylor up to the 19-yard line, so that's a pickup of 9, and it brings up 2nd down and about 1 to go for West Plains as we get inside. 7:20 to go in the ball game. Zizzers have it in control now, Travis, 35-12.
You talked about the one Jackson. When they watch film tomorrow, Jackson Hunter, after he knocked 2 guys on the ground, Paul was about 15 yards down the field looking for somebody else. That's what you love in an offensive lineman.
Zizzers at the 19, need a yard for a first down. Motion across the formation. Pitched to Jackson Taylor. Taylor got the first down and a little bit more. They're going to mark him at the 23. That's enough for a 1st and 10. The clock continues to run, and the Zizzers get 3 more cracks at it from the 23-yard line.
Score 35-12 in West Plains' favor.
It was 21-12 at the end of the half, and we were a little bit upset because we had thrown a 98-yard interception to get it to 21-12 instead of 28-6. But the Zizzers have taken control in the second half.
Yes, they have, especially on that last defensive series.
1st and 10 from the 24. Miller in the backfield. Oh, he's got a new buddy back there. That's Lawson again. Miller throws it left side to Dew. And Dew down the sideline. Dew makes a man miss and is knocked out of bounds. Where they're going to mark him at the 43. Dew with a nice run after the catch. And he gets to the 43-yard line where it's going to be another West Plains first down.
And Miller does such a good job just taking his time, finding his receiver out there.
And that wasn't Dew. I apologize. That's number 20. That's Gavin Marshall who made that catch.
So Marshall showing some wheels as well.
Zizzers have a few of the second unit in there, except Miller's in there at the quarterback position. And so is Taylor at the running back spot because he got the ball, and he's across the 50 to the Liberator 49, where it's going to be 2nd down and about 3 for the West Plains offense as we're inside 6 minutes to go in the ball game. And the Zizzers have this one in control, and they'll be at home next Friday night, take on the Poplar Bluff Mules.
Big game.
Big game. It's blackout night. 2nd down and 3. Zizzers in the shotgun again. In the backfield now is Lawson. Lawson with the handoff. He's up the middle. Ooh, he got pounded after a gain of 1, but he held on to the football. More importantly, the clock continues to run. We're inside 5:20 to go in the ball game, and it's a 3rd down and about 3 to go for West Plains from the Liberator 49.
Yeah, Lawson got hit really hard that time, held on the ball. And that's one thing you teach your players. Don't let the ball get turned over.
Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. Miller at quarterback. 3 receivers to the right. Now they go back to the regular formation. Lawson comes into the backfield. Miller calls, hands off to Miller. Lawson, that is, excuse me. Lawson's not going to get the first down. In fact, he may get a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down and 2 from their 48-yard line? Do you punt it away or do you go for it?
Paul, I'd say just run it right up the middle and go for it.
I think they're going to because they brought Jackson Taylor back into the ball game. It's 4th and 1.5 yards. The ball sits at the 49 of the Liberators. They got to get to the 47, so it's really a 4th down and 2. Jackson Taylor in the backfield with Miller. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Motion across the formation. He's set. Snap. Quick pitch to the right side. Taylor's got the first down and more as he gets to they're going to mark him at the 46. That's enough for a first down for the West Plains Zizzers. And more importantly, Travis, this time Taylor's down. And he's down and he's in some pain. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
From your first paycheck to your first home. Starting your own business or celebrating your retirement. We're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
It's rock chip season. Okay, let's be honest. With the roads around here, it's always rock chip season. When you get a rock chip, go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix your rock chip and keep it from spreading and making your windshield look more like a road map. If you need a whole new windshield put in because you waited too long, he does those too. SMP Quality Auto Glass, next to DQ in West Plains. Show us your crack.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Travis Smith, and Jackson Taylor got up on his own accord, jogged to the sideline. I don't think we'll see him anymore since the Zizzers have a 35-12 lead with less than 4 minutes to go in the ball game and have it 1st and 10 at the Bolivar 45.5-yard line.
And Taylor, Paul, I mean, he's such a competitive kid. I'm sure there's people out there going, why is he still in? We want to get the first down, and when you've got an athlete like that, you want to give him an opportunity to do something.
Scissors have it 1st and 10 at the Bolivar 45.5-yard line. Officials say start the clock. Miller hands off to Lawson. Lawson's hitting the backfield, and he goes nowhere, and all of a sudden our offensive line has decided to quit blocking.
Well, not to mention Bolivar got some fresh legs in there, too. I saw they made about 4 or 5 different changes, so those guys are coming in there. We'll try to get the numbers of who's in for West Plains as well.
Well, I was going to say, I think our second offensive unit is on the offensive line unit is in the ball game, too, which has something to do with it.
I see 77, Eli Hutzler in there.
Zizzers have it, 2nd down and 10 from the 45. Miller and Lawson in the backfield. Miller fakes the handoff, throws in the flat. Nice move there by Miller. Number 13 makes the catch, or Moore, Jacob Moore. He was able to pick up 5 after contact as he was actually hit at the line of scrimmage, but gets all the way down to the 40. And that brings up 3rd down and 5 with less than 3 to go in a ball game in which the Zizzers are going to improve to 4 and 2, and the Liberators are going to fall to 2 and 4. West Plains will play host to Poplar Bluff next Friday night at Zizzer Stadium. Game time, 7 o'clock. Be there. If you can't, you can listen and watch. Moore has it. He's crossed the yard line. That's a first down, and he's wrapped up at the 32, and that's going to be a whoop. And Moore decides to run over the referee, and that's not a good decision.
If you can't see it, so it ain't the pitcher. Moore had his feet turning, and they had not blown the whistle. And then when the guy from Bolivar lifted his hands up, Moore kept on running, and it was the official who was there.
The official makes a tackle at the 32-yard line. Not legally, but
it was there.
It was there. He was there. He was there to help.
The good thing is it's your imagination. You can see it however you want to in Radio Land.
Except it's on TV, Travis.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. 1st and 10, 2:25 to go in the ball game. Zizzers have it at the Bolivar 31. Handoff inside. Lawson. He cuts to the outside. Lawson down the middle. Lawson for a pickup of 9. And he's down to the 22-yard line of the Liberators. And they're saying it's a 1st and 10. So that's a pickup of 10 for Lawson on the carry, and the big guy, he's a
50. Cunningham's been in there the whole game, making good job. You know what, Paul? The coaches, West Plains coaches, are packing up. I never saw that.
They're going home.
Yeah.
Can we turn their light on now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
1st and 10, inside Pitt, outside 2. Oh, that one went nowhere. As Lawson got trapped in the backfield, gets tackled for a loss of about 2. And that'll bring up a 4th down a 2nd down and 12. And Travis turned the lights on, so for the coaches, you thought they'd gone home.
Yeah, I thought those guys, that's pretty confident. Well, I kind of like that confidence and stuff. And they're like, Coach, we're still sitting here. Come on. We have a real job over here, Travis.
We're trying to carry on the game. We're inside a minute 15 to go. It's 2nd down and 12. They're packing up their stuff, so they must not need the light on. Outside flat. Oh my. And He's getting back up now.
Okay. Goodness gracious.
Made me nervous. That was Gavin Marshall, Gavin Marshall, caught the ball in the right flat, slipped and went down and stayed down. And Travis, I think he bummed his ankle because he's not walking like he should.
And that could be one of the reasons too. People think, well, he slipped and hurt himself. It could be. Yeah, he hurt himself before he slipped.
Yeah, he's and the Zizzers are going to take a knee on 3rd and 13. Play clock gets inside 30. Zizzers will take a knee, and this will be the ball game unless the Liberators decide to take a timeout. Miller takes a snap, takes a knee. Liberators say, we'll take the game. That's it. Zizzers win. Final score, 35-12. We'll be back in 3 minutes to wrap this thing up here on the radio, KKDY 102.5. There was no scoring in the 4th quarter.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. It's football season again, and that means tailgate season at Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. With a great selection and always the best price, you are sure to score big with more for your trade-in than anywhere else. At Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains.
Together, let's drive to Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains for great service and the best price.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
Local people helping local people. That's what Ozark Independent Living is all about. Ozark Independent Living helps the disabled, the elderly, Medicaid recipients, and disabled veterans remain in their homes independently. Do you know someone who needs help? Contact Ozark Independent Living today in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
There's nothing better than football. And just like the Zizzers bring power to the field, Cape Electrical Supply brings power to your projects. Whether you're a contractor, business, or DIYer, we've got the electrical supplies you need to hit a home run. From wiring and lighting to tools and expert advice, Cape Electrical Supply is your trusted teammate. Visit us in West Plains or check us out online. Cape Electrical Supply. empowering our community, one connection at a time.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Full night back here with Travis Smith. The final score, West Plains 35, Bolivar 12. And Travis, it really was a pretty good football game, especially at halftime when it's 21-12. Bolivar had two big plays in the first half, no big plays in the second half, and that's the difference in the ball game as the West Plains wins 35-12. They go to 4-2, and they'll be at home next week to take on the Mules from Poplar Bluff.
Need to have a great crowd come out and watch. I mean, it's perfect football weather to come out, folks, and this is a fun football team to see. When we have new coaches in, you've got new players in, very first game of the year, people that know what was going to go on. You have the down game to Mount Tom. You're like, uh-oh, then the Branson game. But then after last week, I believe in this team, Paul. There's a lot of things they can accomplish if they just keep playing hard.
Well, I was going to say, you know, with the way things are set up with the playoffs and the districts and all that kind of stuff, the Zizzers are in a good position, and tonight was another situation here because Bolivar's in our district, and it's a team we could see later on in the postseason, and, of course, the Zizzers get the win tonight here in Bolivar. Quickly review the scoring. The Zizzers scored first, 5:43 to go in the first quarter, more on an 11-yard pass from Miller. Cobb kicks the point. It's 7-zip. However, 20 seconds later, Nichols goes 74 yards for the Liberators. Kick failed at 7-6. Then with 59 seconds to go in the quarter, Taylor on a 2-yard run. Cobb kicked the point. It's 14-6 at the end of one. The Zizzers score the next time as Moore goes 8-yard pass or more on an 8-yard pass from Miller. Cobb kicks the extra point. It's 21-6 with 6:57 to go in the second quarter. However, with 6 seconds to go in the half, Kreitz, a 98-yard interception return, makes it 21-12. And, Travis, we talked about it at halftime. We were in a state of disappointment.
It was one of those games where you should have been in control, and instead one bad play leads to being within one touchdown, but they responded so well in the second half.
Yeah, we did. We came back in the third quarter, scored twice, one with 5:42 to go. Taylor on a 27-yard run. Cobb again, the extra point. And then Taylor with 1:08 to go on a 1-yard run. Cobb kicks the extra point. 35-12 is the final. The West Plains improves to 4-2. They'll play at home next Friday night against the Poplar Bluff Mules. And, of course, come out and watch the Zizzers play. And if you can't make it, you can always listen to Travis or me and Harlan next Friday night on the radio here on KKDY. And, Travis, one last thought from you. What is it?
I wanted to say, basically, so many people out there listen and enjoy being part of Zizzer Ports. Paul and I were talking about this. Friday nights in the fall and being with the Zizzers, it's what makes life fun. We said it breaks up the monotony, so we really appreciate how many people out there listen to us. You're a part of our family. Thank you. God bless, and thank you for being a Zizzer fan.
That's it tonight from Bolivar. For Travis, this is Paul saying good night, everybody. Take care here on – oh, and James. Huh?
Back in the
studio. I forgot about James back in the studio because he made sure we were still on the radio when we wanted to talk.
Thank you, James.
James, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you all next week here on KKDY 102.5.